Mic'd Up, Mildly Qualified, episode 15. This is the big one, folks. This is the one we've been waiting on. And I am joined in the studio by, of course, Nick and Matt.
Hi, guys.
As well as two buddies who have been... Tommy, you've been on MMQ. Seth, have you been on Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified?
I've been on both.
Okay, you've been on both too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember somebody's Gap?
Darian's Gap.
Yeah.
Okay, so both guests who have been on both podcasts, because Tommy, you were on Piped Up. Piped and Honcho. Jesus.
Pause.
Wait, where was that show?
That kind of episode?
We recorded that one in my basement.
Trying to get back home.
That one gets released on the hub. So, but yeah. So again, not
Subscribing?
anybody new, but we do have Seth Beaton in studio, Nick's better brother.
What up?
And the other Tommy. So then again, for those of you who get confused, there's two Tommies. However, we sound incredibly different. I would say.
They're both fat.
Wow, we just took some heat
But
from.
Damn.
one sounds like
Damn.
a man.
I know it's coming my way in a little bit, so I just want to get ahead of it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
He's getting his swings in now.
The podcast's resident idiot took a shot. That's great.
See?
And there it is.
Yep.
Zinger.
Now, we have not recorded in a couple weeks. I'm trying to think if anything big's happened. I mean, on the football side, that show, I've got so much to talk about.
Yeah,
because
no kidding.
Coaching carousel, all that. But we'll
Oh,
save that for
yeah.
general
New one today,
generational
too.
talent. Yeah, I know. Funny stuff there. As a Seahawks fan, I'm very happy right now. Hopefully that doesn't change come the time that you people listen to this in 3 weeks. But that being said, on the Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified side of things, we have been setting up for this episode since November?
October. Yeah.
October.
Really?
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Like the mid of October is when the message came out.
That's
Yeah, no, this one has been in the works for quite some time. We look forward
Yeah.
to talking to you guys about it. We are going to skip segment 2 today because we do believe this will be a very large segment 3.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, though,
oh yeah.
segment 1, I'll let you guys take over in terms of catching up with us or anything you wanted to say, movie news, anything you had there, while I come up with some questions.
I say I do have some pop culture news, Matt. Unless you had something.
Nah, I didn't got nothing. Go ahead, brother.
All right. I got 7 pieces of news here. Not all of them you're all going to care about, and one of them I'm going to skip. Ryan Murphy's The Beauty is generating buzz ahead of its release later this week on FX and Hulu. The Beauty, which stars Evan Peters, is pretty much based on investigating a mysterious illness linked to the Parisian high fashion, and it's trending on social media. I haven't heard of this one.
I don't know what you just said.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at your levels. I apologize.
All good. Am I quiet?
It's weird because it's like on here it's showing you spiking, but then like on the actual audio rips it's showing you as like smaller. But I
Yeah.
don't think it's a huge deal.
I don't know. Star Trek Starfleet Academy is launching
good
on
now.
Paramount Plus, releasing a new flagship series, Starfleet Academy, on Thursday, January 15th, so it happened already. Oops. Led by Holly Hunter, the show focuses on a new generation of cadets and has drawn strong initial reviews for its shift in tone compared to Discovery or Picard. Tommy, you going to watch that one, you Star Trek guy?
You know, I'll be honest. I tried watching the original OG Star Trek. I think I got like 3 episodes in, and it is dated. It's a good show. You can tell it's a good show. I imagine when that was coming out in the 60s, that probably blew people's minds. But now it's so dated. It's so hard to watch, and the acting is so not good. I mean, William Shatner, I love him, but not
He's
built
terrible
for that.
in it, yeah.
I've always wanted to watch all the Star Treks. I know that's like a huge task, though. I mean, what is there, like 7 shows now, counting like some of your newer ones? Plus, there's like animated ones, which I don't know if I could do that. At the best, I watched all 3 of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies, and they were good. I liked the first 2 a lot. The third one was okay, and then I watched. Everybody's seen Wrath of Khan, well, except for Matt because he doesn't watch movies. But most people have seen Wrath of Khan, one of the best Star Trek movies ever. So good one there.
All right.
Anybody else a Star Trek? Am I the only one?
Yes.
Yeah, only nerd here.
Wrath of Khan was awesome.
Thank you.
I loved it, man.
Yeah.
All right, 28 years later, it hits theaters. The long-awaited horror sequel, 28 years later, to The Bone Temple, opened on Friday, with Cillian Murphy reprising his role and Nia DaCosta directing. It's projected to take the #1 spot at the box office this weekend, dethroning many holiday holdovers. I haven't watched any of these because they're scary, but I know they are good. You guys seen any of the first 2?
Yeah, I did. I liked him a lot. Have you guys seen him?
I've seen all of them,
Yeah?
I liked the original. It was interesting the way it was filmed, and I know that they did it on like some old school equipment because he wanted like a sense of realism, like, oh, this is a camera that you might be able to find and use in like Apocalypse. Then 28 weeks later, the one with Jeremy Renner, like way different than 28 days later. It was weird. 28 days later, it's really like scary.
Within
it's
a month.
claustrophobic. It's all that. And then 28 weeks later is like, there's jets. It's warfare. There's gigantic things happening. Skyscrapers falling. I'm like, what is this?
They had time to prepare.
And then 28 years later was good. I think my biggest, did you watch the newest one, Tommy?
Yeah.
I think my issue with them, like, this is such a sequel setup. Like, bro, they did not finish that movie at all.
Not even a little.
Which, like, to me is frustrating because to me, like, a movie should be complete. Like, even if you plan on having a sequel, like, maybe you give like a little tease at the end. This movie was like so much left unsaid by the end of it. I'm like, okay, that is so frustrating. Like, thank God the sequel's coming out, or I would have been livid that that's how it ended.
They just turned it into a good old cash grab, or what?
It definitely was, I think, good. Like, the setup was good, and I think if the sequel's good, then it will complete itself as a very good movie. But as of right now, it's hard to really gauge it because it's like so much left unsaid.
Yeah, they like it's weird because they introduced so much at the very end of the movie, and then it was over.
Yeah.
And it was
That-
I liked it.
Huge dongs in it, though.
Yeah, that's
Huge
I've heard it referred to as 28 inches later. A lot. I was like, I don't know what that's all about. And watching, oh, it makes sense. Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it was one. I think I'm going to just turn him up a little bit. I think
Yeah.
we're going to talk so much that we're not going to. Well, I can hear myself, kind of hear myself.
Up to you. I can hear
a little
myself
bit
too.
How about
I also
that?
think he's plenty loud, but
On here it's showing him as quiet, which is throwing me off. Like his volume skills are shrimpy,
man,
but it's weird.
You move one audio board, and all of a sudden everything's broken.
We're not used to having a lot of people in studio here at Pipe. Why am I doing that? Why have I done that
Come
twice
on,
now?
man.
Sorry, mic'd up.
Just
Jesus.
know where your mind is. That's all.
I'm just
Yeah.
always talking about getting piped,
I'm
dog.
for it, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah, see, now his levels look good.
Yeah, just wait till break, you know? I mean, come on, guys. We're business here.
All right,
you know?
Seth's new favorite video game, Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition, dropped on Thursday, January 15th,
Hell yeah.
officially marking the start of the Nintendo Switch 2 era. The updated visuals and expanded island features are dominating gaming discussions, marking the first major software wave for the new console.
Now, Seth, how many hours you got on that game already, bud?
God, dude, I don't too many. So much, in fact, that I don't even have a Nintendo Switch 2.
I will turn this into a different conversation. There was a TikTok that was going around comparing the map of what GTA 6 is going to look like to Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5, and how it was bigger than both of them combined.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if this is what the next gen consoles have been capable of the entire time, but we kept making stuff for the PS4, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, you know that download is going to be like, so this is going to take 5 business days.
It will not download on weekends.
No, I'll be honest. Like, I like a good large map, right? But sometimes you get to a point where it's just kind of a hindrance. And there was
Yeah.
times in GTA 5 where I felt like that, where I'm like, man, I got to go all the way over here. My fastest option is I got to go steal a plane to do it. That's a whole hassle. It's
Right.
either that or I'm driving for the next 10 minutes real life. I'm like, eh. And it's one thing, too, like if a map is, like there's a lot to do in the map. What frustrates me is certain games, GTA 5 kind of being one of them, where there's not a lot actually happening with all those buildings. So it's like, it's a lot of stuff, but you
Yeah.
can't really do much
Yeah.
with it. Like, to me, obviously, I think Bethesda does really good with the Fallouts and the Elder Scrolls game, to where, like, every building has significance. Like, it's large maps, but there's nothing not happening. It's not a dead open world. And I hope GTA 6 can do a little bit more with that, because, I mean, I don't need, like, triple the map size. Just give me more to do within, like, the existing maps.
Right. And fast travel always feels like it's cheating, but like when I kicked up Ghost of Yotei, I was like, we're not going to fast travel. We're going to figure everything out. And then like getting from the North Valley down south, I was like, I'm going to fast travel so hard the entire time. Like you can't get around in a decent amount of time without doing it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Spider-Man's another one. But Spider-Man 2's fast travel was
Well,
phenomenal.
you come in swinging. Like literally, it's awesome.
But no, I need a good fast travel system. I will not walk everywhere.
I heard that they do plan on having a lot more of the buildings interactable in GTA 6. So.
Well, it was interesting because GTA 4 had that.
Yes.
Like, not every building, but there was a lot.
lot.
Yeah, you could go in the restaurants and stuff like that, and then for them to not do that in the next game over, but
Right,
do
yeah.
everything else, I'm like, interesting choice.
Yeah, odd. All right, last but not least, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms premieres tonight. We're taping Monday morning, January 19th. It is a prequel series based on George R.R. Martin's Dunk and Egg novellas, which is, they're little. It's arguably the biggest TV event of the month, shifting the focus from dragons to smaller-scale adventures of Sir Duncan the Tall. I'm also not going to watch this because I'm tired of falling in love with Game of Thrones shows and then waiting 4 years for the new season to come out.
That's fair. I'm in the same boat as you. I didn't watch any of the spinoff that's currently out.
House of the Dragon. What do you mean currently on is the stretch?
Is it not?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Oh, well, shocking.
They keep teasing season 3 as this summer, but there's still no date out, and I'm going to have to go back and watch the first 2 seasons to remember what the heck is going on.
Yeah, to me, I liked Game of Thrones except for the last season, but the spinoffs I didn't really need them. I was good. I figured I'm like, if they're really good, then I'll just binge them when they're done. But that is not a show that I'm like, I feel like I really need to keep up on that.
Yeah,
No.
I tried. I mean, I watched all of Game of Thrones. Obviously, you love the characters and all that stuff. And then once I started watching that, I was like, I just can't get into any of these guys. So.
Well, it's funny because the one spinoff they set up, right, was like Arya going to set sail to everybody else, and that's the one that they're not making. It's the one everybody wanted. It's the one that they set up at the end of that season. It's the one they didn't do.
No, to me, and Nick, you and I have talked about this at length before, but we'll say it on the pod. When your TV show takes 5+ years in between seasons, you're losing so much of your audience base. Because, a lot of these shows, I think, I speak for most of us, where it's like, okay, let me watch a recap on YouTube because I do not remember what the hell happened. So,
Correct.
And that's a dumb way of doing shows. Like, to me, I don't know. I used to understand it because I'm like, it costs a lot to do. And then Fallout happens, right? Fallout, which clearly has a large budget, has insane set pieces, insane makeup work, and boom, next year they've already got season 2. So it can be done. Like, you can clearly make a show year after year, even with high budgets. So I don't know what HBO's excuse is.
I think there's two things. One, they're all making 17,000 shows instead of making 15 really good ones and focusing on that. And two, they don't want to renew the show until they know that the current season's good.
Yeah.
So they're not filming
Yeah,
ahead
they're
of
sitting
time.
on
They're not
it.
editing
Yeah.
ahead of time. I don't know. Everybody's like so worried to lose money. I'm like, just do it. Do it.
Amen.
Yep.
All right. I wrote 5 questions. They're not great, but they're questions. So we'll start with, I've got 5, so I guess I'll do one for everybody, and then I'll ask each individual one here. So we'll start with Tommy. Tommy, do you think John Wayne was hung?
Absolutely. I mean, it makes all the sense, dude.
It does.
I mean, it just has to, He's absolutely packing a hammer because he runs out of guns. He runs out. Guess what? Thump. That's it, dude.
Just scares them away with it, dude.
Exactly. Helicopters, the bullets.
Seth, what is the best horse?
All of them combined together as one.
John Wick.
Wow.
The Arabian white one in the snow.
Some say,
Right?
some
Isn't
say
that the
my
best
nick,
horse?
Sure, yeah.
Some say my nickname is Horse. I don't know why, but
Because you're stupid?
horses aren't stupid.
They're not all smart. Okay, Matt. Cowboys versus aliens?
Am I supposed to pick one?
I don't know. Answer it however you
That's
feel.
the question.
I'm going aliens, dude.
Well, the movie would have you think otherwise.
Well, that movie's cheeks then.
No, it's good. These people who die of common colds, they beat aliens.
He's got the diphtheria.
Nick, who wins in a fight? A cowboy or a knight, since you decided to throw some Game of Thrones at
Oh,
us?
there you go. Is the cowboy fully armed?
Yes.
Then cowboy.
Now, we're talking some full armor plate. You don't think bullets are whizzing off that? You think they're puncturing?
Dude, the arrows barely whizzed off of that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Instead of asking everybody the last question, I only know one of you guys has fully, I think, beat both of these games. So I'm just going to ask Seth, which one's better, Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2?
Ooh.
One.
Why is that?
Ooh.
It's what set everything up.
Okay. Now, gameplay-wise, you're still going to stick with 1?
No, I'll probably go to 2 with gameplay. But
Okay.
storyline and everything.
Story
one.
1, gameplay 2.
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting pick.
That port is available on PlayStation Premium.
And Netflix, for some reason.
I saw that
some
the other day. I was
unknown
like,
reason.
what?
I don't. So can somebody do I game on my Apple TV remote? Like, how does that work?
I haven't even attempted it.
Download
Yeah.
Netflix on your PlayStation.
To me, if you're...
Oh, duh.
If you're... if
That
you're
said, let me have a pretty
I could answer that question.
smart answer for you, bud.
yeah, if you're playing Red Dead Redemption 1 on your Netflix account, you're not a gamer. You're just you're 5. And
No, but
and you
remember
just
when
saw it.
Netflix was doing games?
Well,
you
they
could
still
rent,
are.
You could rent games. It makes total sense.
I know YouTube
just-
does it because my boy is always getting on there, and next thing you know, he's loading up into all these random games. I'm like, since when the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm one of those big people. Like, if you play video games on
You
your
are
phone,
one of those big people.
I am a big person. But if you play video games on your phone, I do not count you as a gamer. Like, you're 5. That I don't like. I'm sorry, Call of Duty Mobile on your phone. Gross. Like, buy a console, you poor piece. Anyways, I also wanted to add, Nick.
Yeah.
You do the segment "What You Watching," which I do think you
Yes.
should do now.
Okay.
I think what would also be a good segment, just because we also do this as well, is what you playing.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Now, obviously,
Ooh,
for
baby.
some of us, it'll be the same thing for quite some time. But
Yeah.
we might be changing it up every now and then.
All right, well, I'll go with what you're watching because speaking of TV shows that come back on time, The Pit Season 2 premiered 2 weeks ago, just 8 short months after Season 1 was all wrapped up, and it's already off to a hot start, and I love it. It's a show that builds characters that you can truly love. They've introduced some new ones with a little bit of riff there, and nothing like seeing a naked homeless man covered in his own poop to kick off the season.
Hey, that'll get you
Okay.
going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to ask the rest of us? Or?
Oh yeah. Hey. Well, I'm gonna start with our guest, Seth. What you watching?
I'm a little late to the game, but I've started watching Yellowstone.
Nice.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Yeah. That's good up until a certain point.
Yep. I was going to. Same opinion.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Beautiful. Yeah. Great show though. You'll love the hell out of that
All right.
until I can't remember what season. Then it just decides to take a big old dump on
Yeah.
it. It's like Game of Thrones. That last season just piss you off.
Make
more
it for
than-
too long.
The
and it
14
gets boring.
spinoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, what you watching?
So I kind of jump all around. I'm an absolute nerd. I always rewatch Supernatural,
Okay.
but I'm really into Okay, yeah, Matt's being a piece of crap. Okay, so right now I'm watching a show called Animal Control.
Oh, with Joe McHale.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it a lot.
all
Yeah,
right.
it's really good.
Okay.
There's just a bunch of rabid dogs.
It's just all kinds of crap. I like it.
All
Matt,
kinds of
Matt,
crap.
what you watching?
Obviously, what we're going to go into later in the episode, Westerns. That's always a thing. I tried watching One Battle After Another the other day, but I was so tired that I fell asleep within like the first 10 minutes. And
Yeah, you got to get past the first
Yes.
20.
And then I woke up literally like as football was starting. I was like, oh, then I'll just, watch football. And then Fallout, obviously, with my wife. Same with Stranger Things with my wife. And
Nice.
then, that's about it.
Other,
I'm going to be the worst when it comes to this. I literally I think I've watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Preacher since the last time.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
I'm taking my time with it, guys. I'm sorry. It's slowing me up. I'm watching a lot of YouTube because, again, I'm a child. But my favorites, honestly, I will watch some YouTube sports channels way before I watch the crap ESPN puts out.
Fair.
Like, I love my favorite dude's a dude who runs That's Good Sports, and he's a big Denver Broncos guy, so he's miserable, and I loved watching his agony.
Yeah.
But he's pretty legit in terms of, like, yes, he has a favorite team, but he's very good at covering. He does a weekly segment called Winners and Losers of Week Whatever, and it is some of the most entertaining sports football stuff that you can get. So I watch him regularly during the football season, and then other than that, just watching football. So
Okay.
yeah, and then we did watch One Battle After Another, which was, well, we all have some different opinions on it, I think. I think, especially now that I think about it more, I like it less and less the more I think about it, and just how frustrated it made me. I definitely see what he was doing. I think that movie has a heavy agenda as well. And I think it's got some good comedy in it. Like, in reality, I would give it a 7 because I don't think it's a bad movie. Do I think it's the best movie I've seen this year? Not even close.
I mean, it's a movie about anti-government rebels. Yeah, it's
Hey, spoiler.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's kind of the premise of the film.
I was going to say. It's all the bio.
I think we all agree the first 20 minutes of it didn't make a lick of sense. And then as you continue watching, you're like, okay, I kind of get it, but the setup was
it was
the
an
setup was
interesting
rough.
setup.
Took forever to
Yes.
get there.
I'll tell you what, man, the first 20 minutes, like, well, I mean, I think I can speak for all this. Like, it was one of those, are we going to keep watching?
Right.
Yeah, there was some weird moments in
Yeah.
that first 20
Hey,
minutes.
just remember, this don't pop for you, okay?
Amen to that. Matt, you'll get that reference when you can finish the film.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
in 20 years. Tommy,
Well,
did you
no,
see that
for real,
movie?
I did watch it. I liked it, but like I said, it was like kind of all over the place in
Yes.
the beginning, and then I had a hard time getting into it, and finally I was into it, and it was not bad and everything. But like you said, the agenda was so heavy; it was kind of hard. Really, you just the whole time you're kind of rolling your eyes, like, all right, I get it, I get your point, but they
Yeah.
really beat it into you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sean Penn was incredible in it, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Holy crap.
He's amazing. Yeah.
What a psycho.
Yeah, no, good movie though. I mean, again, a 7 out of 10 is not bad. It's just not. I'm definitely not the audience for that movie though either. So, like, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And then you want to do a what you playing real quick?
We can do what you're playing. We'll start with our guest. Tommy, what you playing?
Witcher, always right now. Like,
Okay.
that's my go-to. That and Forza
Okay.
Horizons.
I did see something recently that they are actually dropping a new bit of DLC for, I don't know for free actually, but a new bit of DLC for The Witcher 3 is supposed to be coming out, like a decent sized pack. I don't know why. I could not tell you why, but I saw that on, I think IGN reported on it. I don't know what it's about or anything about it, but I'm like, well, that's a game that's interesting to throw some DLC at way later in the game.
Yeah,
but
way
okay.
late. Seth, what you playing? I mean, you're always playing like 17 different things at once.
Well, there's one game that I'm really into right now. It's called Surrounded. It's like a Polygon-esque type game, but it's like a survival, like a zombie apocalypse survival game.
Huh.
And it's like a base building game. You go out, you loot like different structures. You have like zombie bosses you have to fight. You have like there's a whole trading system. So like
you're playing Arc Raiders.
No, because this is like
I
an
don't
open
know anything
world.
about Arc Raiders.
It's like open world, and it's not.
Got
like,
it.
You get dropped in. You have like 10 minutes to get stuff and get out.
So you're playing Arc Raiders.
No.
No.
What? No.
Matt, what you playing?
Well, one game that I know Seth isn't playing was a game last night called Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, what a
Yeah.
piece of trash you are, pal.
Yeah, he's on level 57 and he's just offline
Oh,
all
I
the
know.
time.
What is this PlayStation shit? Last online a month ago, but bro's 50. Yeah, you're bro's turning it off real quick, which is what you were doing last night too.
No. I probably haven't touched that game in about a month and a half.
That's
I
crazy.
got to level 57 that quick.
Text him at 8:55 and said, "You want to play Battlefield?" And his response was, "Probably not."
Probably
And I was
not.
like, "That'll piss Tommy off." And he replied, "Yee."
I would
Said,
die
"You
for
don't
you,
give
you
a
piece of shit.
You be- no, so I've been playing Battlefield, obviously, and then Red
Hell
Dead 1
yeah.
still. I'm in Mexico currently.
Nice.
Having a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I I really gave it my all playing that Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora,
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
I really
yeah.
did. And then I just got to a point. I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Really?
And I just got it was repetitive, classic Ubisoft though, to where
Yeah.
you're doing a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
And again, I also don't like the Avatar movie, so it was a stretch that I even bought this game.
Which
I
is
was
why
gonna
it confused
say.
me that you did.
I had nothing to play. I was like, this game's got a lot going on, and they just released another DLC. But yeah, no. I mean, for those of you who like Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, good on you. I just was bored to tears. The combat also was garbage, in my opinion. So instead, I popped in Oblivion Remastered,
Nice.
and I'm loving the hell out of that. And then, weekend Battlefield sessions.
Oh, yeah.
like
Dude.
crazy. So
Yeah.
All right.
we came close.
I don't even
to
have-
a Vic Roy
We
last
did,
night. Third
yeah.
place.
I don't
God
even have
damn.
time outside of Battlefield. Do you know how many hours I've probably put on that dang game? Probably not as many as you, Tommy, but
Yeah, because I'll play like during the day sometimes just by myself, but it's rare. I normally just play with you guys.
I've been outside of playing Battlefield. I've been taking a break from my console, and I'm going to sound like the nerdiest person on the planet. Been filling time until the RuneScape relaunch today with The Sims and Civilization. Oh, my
Big news for the unemployed. RuneScape remake out.
Anyway,
Hide your wives.
super excited to play that when we get home.
That's crazy. You just admitted that on live podcasting. No, that's great, Nick. I'm glad for you and
Thank you.
all the 40-year-olds in their mother's basement. Huge news. RuneScape. Is this wait, it's a relaunch you said?
Pretty much, like they graphic overhauls, and they're taking elements out of the game that should have never been in there in the first place, and they're rebalancing a lot of stuff. Yeah, they're calling it their roadmap to integrity. 'cause-
Is there a way to beat RuneCraft? Or RuneScape? Jesus Christ. Sorry, RuneScape.
I mean, you can max, right? You can max all your skills and everything.
You've been playing for how many years?
I'm not even remotely close. Yeah.
And how many years have you been playing?
Since 7th grade. But remember, they released RuneScape 3, and then you had to start over again. So
Why would you want to start all over again? Is
they
it like a
released
new map and
game.
everything?
Oh
or-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
there's it's a different game.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. Jumping into straight to segment 3, we have got the ultimate Western movie draft. Again, there's a reason we started this process back in October. It was 32
Wait, we're
films.
jumping right in.
No, I'm just prefacing it, and then we'll jump into
Oh,
it.
my.
So yeah, stick around if you guys like when we do the brackets and everything like that. 32 films, all the way back to the 1950s. I think is the oldest
I
one we
think
have on here.
Treasure of the Sierra Madre was like 1948.
Okay, so that's the oldest one, and then up to Hostiles was our newest one on there. Again, tons of movies. We are breaking this bracket down from oldest. The oldest films are going to have their own separate bracket. Newest films will have their separate bracket, and then winners go head to head. So if you like Western movies, you like the brackets, tune in because there's a reason there's so many of us here.
You thought Sam Elliott wasn't going to have a commercial on the Westerns episode? Think again. It's a new year, and with the new year comes new trucks. Our friends at Ford have news. An all-new, top-of-the-line Ford F-150. Did you know the F in F-150 stands for Ford? I didn't. Anyway, Rush to your nearest dealer for a brand new 2026 Ford 150. Ford. Trucks. Hell yeah.
Welcome back to what episode are we on again? 15?
15, yeah.
Yeah, see, this is why
Piped up.
we're mic'd up and mildly qualified because, damn it, we are mildly qualified.
That's true.
That is the...
We've got ourselves the mic'd up and mildly
didn't let him
qualified.
finish his
Yeah, because he's
Hey, man, come on, man.
Listen, let him come. I love Matt dearly. If I let Matt just hold the mic the whole thing, every episode
All right.
would be 4 hours long and nothing would have been
All
discussed.
right, listen, guys, hear me out here.
Yeah, let's
All
wait.
right, so, I just looked at Seth's bracket, and he decided to go ahead and choose one already without us picking him. And his pick is trash. We'll get him out of here.
It's not the worst movie. Like he
Boo this
could
man
have.
on stage.
Like there's a
No,
movie.
dude, that one is... Come on, bro. I gave that one like a
Matt, how many movies did you watch?
7 or 8 out of 10. I watched like 25 of the 32. You know, I got
Yeah, after we had
a
2 month
majority.
extension.
For those, so
Minor
there's going to be
details.
certain movies. We already know which ones certain people have not listened or watched. That is where the people who did watch those will kind of take the lead on those,
There we go.
just to make sure that everybody is as qualified and not as mildly qualified as possible to discuss every film. Matt, luckily for you, the ones that I think I was the most nervous about, the oldest ones, are the ones you've watched completely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
You
watched
went in
it.
order.
Yeah.
yeah, chronological release date order, which again I think was probably the best way to do it because boy, it ends on a It ends so much better than it begins, in my opinion.
Yeah, I will say, because of that though, I got to some points where after like the 4th classic one, I was like, I gotta watch a new movie.
Yeah.
I can't do a 5th. I gotta break it up.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, we're going to dive right in, and we will announce the movies as you hear them in the bracket. So, again, by the time we get to the end of the episode, if you feel like there's anything we missed on, please feel free to message us on any social media account, and I will probably ignore you. So,
Please stop cyberbullying us.
and I do have a huge list of honorable mentions I will shout out at the end, because even though it's a 32-movie bracket, there was a lot of good Westerns that didn't make it on here. It's just what happens. Okay, right off the rip, guys, we have and I seeded these. If you disagree with my seeding, this was my seeding heads up before I watched majority of these movies.
Okay.
Based it entirely off of a mixture of box office results as well as their critical scores and everything like that. That's where a
fair.
lot of this
Yeah.
seeding comes from.
All right.
So, because I personally would not have this one as the number one seed. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Clint Eastwood starring movie. I'll
Yep.
give a quick synopsis, which is why I created these stupid packets. Okay.
Oh, they're not in order of the bracket, buddy. You put them in
that's
order of release
right.
date.
Yeah. Okay, man. I really
Yeah,
need
this
to start prepping.
Get
this
a load
won't
of this
take any
guy.
time, huh?
Hey, don't worry. I'm going to be real quick. There it is. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. For those of you that don't know, this is the Southwest Civil War movie with the mysterious stranger, of course, played by Clint Eastwood. He is very famous for playing a mysterious, unknown, unnamed stranger, a Mexican outlaw, and they form an uneasy partnership, and there's a bandit, reward money, all sorts of stuff. They're all trying to go after some gold here, guys. And they team up. However, it's very abrupt. I'll be honest, guys. This movie is famous
Yeah, why aren't
for
you just reading the thing?
I didn't want.
keep
That's a lot of
shouting out
words. That's a lot of words. People know Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for a couple reasons. One, the soundtrack, and two, the Mexican standoff. That is
Yeah.
what this movie is famous for. Did not know prior to watching it was over 3 hours long.
Oh, really?
Listen, we only get one F word, so I'm not going to use it right now. But F Sergio Leone for making a 3 hour long movie like that. I have my own opinions, but we'll get to that when I reach it. I'm going to start with my boy Tommy Gutierrez over
Wait, what's
here.
it going up against?
Oh shoot! Yeah, sorry.
Holy hell! And I'm the one, guys.
Imagine if Matt had to do any of the
Jesus
pre-work
Christ.
that goes with
I mean, come
podcasts.
on, bro.
AV,
Let's go.
that's Nick. On this side of things, it's me. You know what Matt does?
Sits
He
there and
comes
looks
in.
pretty.
I show up.
Yeah, he shows up and
Yeah.
takes forever to say a sentence.
Yeah, A for effort.
So no. It's going up against another Sergio Leone movie, the first of the Dollars trilogy, Fistful of Dollars. Which Fistful of Dollars, again, it's the first one of this Unnamed Man trilogy, came out in 1964. Wandering gunfighter Joe arrives in the Mexican village of San Miguel in the midst of a power struggle amongst the Sheriff John Baxter and the three Rojo brothers. When a regiment of Mexican soldiers bearing gold is waylaid by the Rojo brothers, Joe is hired by Esteban to join the gang, but he plays one side against the other. Real quick, Fistful of Dollars has a IMDb score of 7.9 out of 10, 98% Rotten Tomato critic score,
Insane.
91% Rotten Tomato audience score.
Insane.
Meanwhile, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly has an 8.8 out of 10, so higher on IMDb, 97% critics, 97% audience. So different movies. Again, part of the same Unnamed Man trilogy, Man with No Name trilogy. Tommy, go ahead and give us your thoughts.
You know, I've seen them both a long time ago.
You're going to get closer to that mic for me is
Yeah,
what you're
of
going to
course,
do.
man. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I've seen them both. I saw them when I was really young, and I didn't rewatch for a few dollars more, but I did rewatch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
It's okay because you didn't have to. We're talking fistful of dollars versus.
Fistful of dollars. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch that one. Fistful of Dollars. My bad.
You're good.
But Fistful of Dollars, I did like. But with those two, I have to go with The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a solid movie, man. I really liked it. And I made my son sit through it. And it was painful for him, but I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. It's just a good movie, you know?
Okay, so that's one vote for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Seth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both Clint Eastwood movies, both that spaghetti western-esque style kind of movies. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go with The Good, Bad, and the Ugly too. Just based off of, you know, it's just that's what you think when you think Clint Eastwood. You think that movie.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I gave both these movies a 7 out of 10. Call me crazy, but I'm definitely going to go with the same, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I think that the sequel of
Talk better into the mic.
A Fistful of Dollars was better, in my opinion.
There you go.
A lot better.
When I think Clint Eastwood, I think Gran Torino, but that's just me. Fistful of Dollars was not good. There were several movies on this list that I straight up just chose not to finish because there were too many of them and life is short and why finish a bad movie?
You didn't finish it?
No.
That's diabolical right there.
But The Good, the Bad, the Ugly was fine. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Okay. You know, I didn't really like either of these either, but I also can recognize when a movie is good. And I will say this, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I gave an 8 out of 10. I think, again, the set pieces were great. I think they definitely had a lot more going on in terms of like it was an adventure more so than just stuck in the same town, which I appreciated. I think the characters were way better than Fistful of Dollars. I think we had great action. The pacing is what killed this movie for me. There was way too many long shots of nothing. You know, and I get it. You know, they're trying to build the tension with the eyes. The Mexican standoff and the amount of times we are literally just zooming in on characters' eyes was driving me nuts. I'm like, this is a 10-minute standoff that in reality would have been a minute in real life. It is what it is. I think it's bloated. The thing that really puts it over for me, and honestly, I think the same for all three of the movies, though, it has got some of the best soundtracks on the planet. Like, I think the music is so recognizable. It's why you hear it in a lot of ads for trucks nowadays.
Right.
Fistful of Dollars, however, I gave that one a 7 out of 10. Slow, characters cool, but one-dimensional, action's fun, and the villains were completely forgettable. Couldn't tell you anything about them. So, yeah, no, for me, that's an easy Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Moving on. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and move on to the next one in our list. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is what moves on there for those of you who give a crap about these brackets. Jumping on the bottom, I have the number 2 seeded The Searchers, the John Wayne hit, going up against the number 15 seeded Once Upon a Time in the West. The Searchers, 1956, directed by John Ford, who did a lot of famous Western movies. In this revered Western, Ethan Edwards, played by John Wayne, returns home to Texas after the Civil War. When members of his brother's family are killed or abducted by Comanches, he vows to track down his surviving relatives and bring them home. Eventually, Edwards gets word that his niece Debbie is alive, and along with her adopted brother Martin Polly, he embarks on a dangerous mission to find her, journeying deep into Comanche territory. This movie got a 7 out of 10 from IMDb, 87% from Rotten Tomato critics, 88% from Rotten Tomatoes audience. Going up against the Once Upon a Time in the West from 1968, directed by Sergio Leone. There's a single piece of land around Flagstone with water on it, and Rail Baron Morton aims to have it. Knowing the new railroad would have to stop there, he sends his henchman Frank, played by Henry Fonda, to scare the landowners, McBain and... Jesus Christ, guys, I'm so sorry. I wrote these. You think I would have done a better job, huh? He sends his henchman Frank to scare the land's owner, McBain, but Frank kills him instead and pins it on a known bandit named Cheyenne.
A lot going on here.
Yeah, meanwhile, there was a lot going on in that movie. Meanwhile, a mysterious gunslinger with a score to settle, played by Charles Bronson, and McBain's new wife, Jill, arrive in town. This movie... crazy to me with these scores I'm about to tell you. This movie got 8.5 out of 10 from IMDb, 96% from Rotten Tomato critics, 94% from Rotten Tomato audience.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're going to start with Seth.
Dude, I'll give it to the people that scored Once Upon a Time in the West because I, for the life of me, could not watch that movie. Again, super slow. And like me personally, I live in a world now where I need instant gratification, right? If I don't know what's going on in the first 40 minutes of a movie, I'm out.
Get me out. Yep.
So I'm going to go with The Searchers on this one.
Okay, Seth, when can you tilt your mic towards your mouth a little bit because you were a little low on that? It shouldn't be a huge deal. I'm just gonna try to get ahead of that problem.
Get a load of this
It's
guy.
like we've never done a podcast before.
Yeah, we're
There's
cuts.
rooms falling apart.
But yeah,
That's fair.
I'm gonna go with the Searchers.
Okay, Searchers. That's one vote for the Searchers. Matt, we'll move on to you.
Yeah, so out of this entire list, I only gave 2 6 out of 10s, and one of them was obviously Once Upon a Time in the West. I thought that movie was god-awful, and honestly, it just pissed me off the whole time watching it. The Searchers, it was interesting how they treated Uncle Ethan when he first showed up on horseback. They treated him as if he was like some stranger walking up to the house, and I'm like, this is your uncle, bro. Like, you ain't going to say, at least, what's up, Unc, or something like that.
They see each other every 12 years.
Yeah, and then that scene where Martin buys the Indian gal and then later kicks her down the hill when she's trying to sleep next to him. Dude, I literally stopped the movie and busted up laughing for, I swear to God. Like, and my wife asked me what was wrong with me. Yeah. So obviously I'm going the Searchers. I gave that a 9 out of 10, and I gave Once Upon a Time in the West a solid 6 out of 10. And honestly, I don't even know if it deserved that.
Okay, Nick.
Not a big fan of either of these movies, to be totally honest with you.
Really?
Once Upon a Time in the West was just bad. Like you guys said, a lot going on, way too long. The Searchers was the most racist movie in the entire freaking list. They weren't even trying to hide it. They were just like,
Whoa, careful.
the damn savages, let's buy their women and then kill all of them. I don't know. That kind of struck me aback. I was like, there's no even like sugarcoating it. It was a racist ass movie.
Different times.
Leave it to the liberal in the group.
I'm just saying, like I took a lot from that movie, and that was one of it. That being said, it's still a better movie than Once Upon a Time in the West.
Okay.
So I'll move along Searchers, but it being a 2-seed is nuts.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a different take than I think all of you guys here. The Searcher, I give both these movies a 7 out of 10. Let me get right off the rip with that.
That's interesting.
The Searchers, yes, racist, but they did it on purpose, and I think they did it well because John Wayne's character starts off incredibly racist, ready to just straight up kill the niece because she became a Comanche, but by the end of it has changed his mind. I don't think he fully comes around. You know, a movie like 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, there's a full turnaround on a racist character. You don't get that here, but I do think that they were showing how dangerous the racism is. I thought they did the racism smartly.
They did the racism good.
They did
Good racism.
not a lot of that.
Well, when you worded it like
the
that,
racism was tasteful.
Hi, welcome to Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified. We like tasteful racism here.
Mic'd up and mildly racist.
I do think the movie was over the top. I think the action scenes were okay. I do think the scope was very good and epic. I doubt you definitely feel like there's a huge mission there with the Searchers, and it clearly takes a lot of time, and I think they did that well. However, I am going to move on Once Upon a Time in the West. I did not like either of these movies, but I do think the acting was 10 times better in Once Upon a Time in the West. I think Henry Fonda as the villain character, he was vicious. I think Charles Bronson's harmonica character was a badass. I really do think that. However, the plot was boring and way overly complicated. There was so much stuff happening that you didn't quite like. I found myself having to jump onto Wikipedia to be like, what is going on?
Which character is that?
Yeah, well, that and like I'm like, why do they want this land? Like, what is going on here? Like, there was just a lot happening there. But the biggest thing, and I'll be honest, the reason it sets it above, the music. I prefer the music of Once Upon a Time. I think anytime harmonica used his harmonica, I'm like, that's just badass. So that's what moves it on for me. Obviously, it's not going to move on because we have 3 votes the other way. But I did want to throw my love out there for Once Upon a Time over The Searchers. Still don't like either of those movies. Still will not watch them ever again in my life. So,
no.
Tommy.
So it's 4 votes for Searchers because all the good, strong points that Nick made, I really enjoyed it. The racism was really over the top, and the hill scene, man. Oh my God. I just really enjoyed that movie. It was phenomenal. I liked it a lot, man. I watched Once Upon a Time in the West, and it's just it was just like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Just too much for me, man. I couldn't get into it. I watched about 3/4 of it and was like, okay, I'm going to put something else on and moved on. And I remember I came across Searchers and was like, I can get behind this.
There you go.
It was pretty good stuff here. I get it. You know, it was a good time. Better time for this country. But we're a proper country.
Wow. Love that.
No, it's gonna get worse from here.
Mic'd Up and Mildly Canceled. Episode 15.
You know, in all fairness,
it was sweet.
Tommy, you're Mexican or Indian?
Mexican.
Okay, you're one of them, right?
What do you am
we're
I
good.
one of them?
No, you're one of the two. You're one
Tommy's
of the
like,
two.
wait, let me just get even worse.
The
real
rest
quick.
of us in this room are incredibly white. So if anybody can get away with it,
True.
it's you.
Oh boy.
Hate everyone equally.
Okay, moving on. This will be Matt. You're going to start us off here.
Oh, no.
We've got El Dorado, which is the 9 seed, going up against the Outlaw Josie Wales, which is the 8 seed. Both incredibly different movies. El Dorado, 1967, directed by Howard Hawks. Heartless tycoon Bart Jason hires a group of thugs to force the McDonald family out of El Dorado so he can claim their land. A lot of stuff about land claiming you'll notice in these films. Holy cow. J.P. Hara, the town sheriff, is too deep in the throes of alcoholism to help the family. When Hara's friend, noble elder gunfighter Cole Thornton, played by John Wayne, learns of the predicament, he travels to El Dorado with his upstart friend Mississippi, played by James Caan, to help Hara clean up in time for a shootout against Jason's men. This got a 7.5 out of 10 from IMDb, 96% from Rotten Tomatoes critics, and 87% from Rotten Tomatoes audience. Then we've got The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Clint Eastwood. Josie Wales, played by Clint Eastwood, watches helplessly as his wife and child are murdered by Union men led by Captain Terrell.
That also happens a lot in these movies.
Yeah.
The guy's family just gets obliterated.
That's a classic Western trope. Seeking revenge, Wales joins the Confederate Army. He refuses to surrender when the war ends, but his fellow soldiers...
Totals.
Let me have a stroke here. His fellow soldiers go to hand over their weapons and are massacred by Terrell. Wales guns down some of Terrell's men and flees to Texas, where he tries to make a new life for himself. But the bounty on his head endangers him and his new surrogate family. This got a 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb, 91% from critics and audiences. And we're going to go ahead and start with Matt.
All right, guys, I really like both of these movies. In fact, I gave El Dorado an 8 out of 10 and The Outlaw Josie Wales a 9 out of 10. So obviously my pick is going to be The Outlaw Josie Wales going through. Clint Eastwood is a badass, and it's because of this movie right here. I just absolutely loved it. And of course, I made the mistake of like the first couple of movies, I was writing down like a bunch of notes, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of doing this. So I just started doing, out of 10s, and that's coming to bite me in the butt. But as far as to like my specific reasons to why I'm moving on. But yeah, I'm going The Outlaw Josie Wales.
I'll
wrote
agree
a
with
lot of
Matt here.
notes.
This is my favorite of the Clint Eastwood movies that we watched for sure. El Dorado is, to your point, just a very cookie cutter Western, right? Like it is the most standard John Wayne movie that there is. It's not bad, but it didn't blow me away. Outlaw Josie Wales, I thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it was great.
Okay, so just confirming, that's 2 votes for Outlaw Josie
Yeah.
Wales. Okay. So, right now, I gave Outlaw Josie Wales a 9 out of 10. I gave El Dorado an 8 out of 10. I will say this, and we're going to talk about this movie later. For El Dorado, if you like Rio Bravo, then here it is all over again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's your standard, like, oh, we did this.
I mean, down to the character profiles, the exact same bar scene. There's a lot that is just, it's insane how much of a copy and paste job some of these are. And I think it's the same director, too, which is interesting. I do think, however, what puts the other one over the top is a certain actor choice. I do think Robert Mitchum, is that who played the sheriff? I think it's great. I think the great shootout at the end is fun. It's awesome. But when it comes to the Outlaw Josie Wales, yeah, aggressive, fun, and funny. Good characters and story. And I'll tell you what, the happy ending, what a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I enjoy a good happy ending in these movies. Tommy, your thoughts?
Like you said, I don't know. The Outlaw Josie Wales was just so much better to me. I liked it so much. It's it's one of the first movies I ever watched with my grandpa, and it was phenomenal. I loved it, and it was an easy choice for me. I mean, they were both good movies, but like you said, there's too many similarities. But Outlaw Josie Wales was phenomenal. I love it. Everything Clint Eastwood is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Seth, any thoughts?
Well, I'm going to be the outcast on this one.
Oh, wow.
Both movies I scored very close to one another, but I think what pushed it over the edge for me was the funniest part in El Dorado was that dude that was acting like he was from like some country in Asia when he clearly wasn't an Asian individual. And his accent was god awful that it was just so funny that's what pushed me over the edge. And so I picked El Dorado, but by just a sliver. Like if it wasn't for that, I would have chosen Outlaw Josie.
If it wasn't for the casual Asian racism, Seth would have gone with Josie Wales.
Somebody get Seth out of here, man. We'll get a load of this guy.
Oh, sue me.
I'm gonna pick El Dorado for the cultural appropriation.
Well, it wasn't. I just know it was funny. It was funny because you sit here and like you think about it. You're like this movie's from the '60s, and just the acting is so horrible that it's hilarious.
Fair.
Yeah, it's the best in the westerns when you see these guys, and you see these guys in these old westerns, and they didn't even attempt to get actors of that ethnicity.
No.
It's just like, they want a Mexican,
This
so they
guy-
get an Italian
yeah.
smear like shoe polish.
Like this guy looks Asian. Throw him in there.
Throw him in there. His eyes are a little bit, kind of.
All you need to know, guys, John Wayne played Genghis Khan. Like,
That's what I'm saying. They just like slap shoe polish on them, and they're Mexican. They talk like these.
Yes,
This is
yes.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Pretty spot on.
all right, our next matchup, we are going down here. We've got the number 7 seeded Rio Bravo against the 10 seed For a Few Dollars More. So, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, directed by Sergio Leone, the name we've heard a couple times now. In the Wild West, a murderous outlaw known as El Indio and his gang are terrorizing and robbing citizens of the region. With a bounty on El Indio's head, 2 bounty hunters, Monco, played by Clint Eastwood, and Colonel Douglas Mortimer, played by Lee Van Cleef, come to collect the prize. Upon their first meeting, the 2 men view each other as rivals, but they eventually agree to become partners in their mutual pursuit of the vicious criminal. IMDb gave this one an 8.2 out of 10, 92% from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% from the audience. And then Rio Bravo, 1959, directed by Howard Hawks. When a gunslinger, Joe Burdett, kills a man in a saloon, Sheriff John T. Chance, played by John Wayne, arrests him with the aid of the town drunk, Dude, played by Dean Martin. Before long, Burdett's brother, Nathan, comes around indicating that he's prepared to bust his brother out of jail if necessary. Chance decides to make a stand until reinforcements arrive, enlisting Dude, an old cripple named Stumpy, and a baby-faced cowboy, Colorado Ryan, played by Ricky Nelson, to help. This one got an 8 out of 10 from IMDb, 96% from the critics, 90% from the audience. Nick, we are going to you first.
Yeah, like we said, Rio Bravo is one of those movies where it's just like, yep, that was a Western. Like John Wayne made some just very cookie cutter Westerns, and this is one of them. I had no hope going into For a Few Dollars More after the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Loved this movie so much more. I thought it told a much quicker story. It was way easier to understand what the heck was even happening. John Wayne spoke, which was good. Not John Wayne, Clint Eastwood spoke, which was good. Not even close. For a few dollars more.
Okay, so my first thoughts real quick. Rio Bravo, like I said before, is essentially the same movie as El Dorado. Rio Bravo coming out first by, looks like 8 years. Same director, too. So
Yeah.
this dude was like, hey, this worked. I'm going to do it again.
Exactly.
However, I think what puts Rio Bravo over for me, again, everything being the same as I felt for El Dorado, except Dean Martin. I think Dean Martin makes this movie better. I think his character Dude is awesome. And normally I hate singing in these movies. I did not mind when he sung. Ricky Martin as well. Rest in peace to him. Ricky Nelson, sorry. Both singers. Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson, both singers. Both did a good job in this movie in terms of being able to act and sing. I think that movie was great. Gave it a 9 out of 10. Also gave a 9 out of 10 to For a Few Dollars More.
Oh, good.
Pretty much everything you just said, Nick. I think it was so much better than the first one. Clint Eastwood's character has much more character, which is nice. I think Lee Van Cleef.
I loved Lee Van Cleef.
Yeah, loved
Yes.
him. I think he's a fun partner. I think the villain was solid. I think the action was great. And yet again, Sergio Leone, the one thing I will always give him credit for, music. Holy cow, the music in these movies are so good. That being said, I am going to go ahead and give it to For a Few Dollars More.
Good.
And
Good.
Tommy.
I am going to be honest with you guys. I only watched For a Few Dollars More.
You didn't
this
miss
go
anything
around.
in Rio Bravo.
So no, I think I saw Rio Bravo a long time ago, and I was going to watch it, and I saw Dean Martin was in it and everything like that. I thought, I'm going to go with this first. I thought, I'm just going to go with everything else first that I'm pretty sure I haven't seen. So I rewatched For a Few Dollars More, and I really, really love that movie. Everything Clint Eastwood is so solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's really good. And like you said, Lee Van Cleef, solid guy, and I just really liked it a lot more, man. It was having a brain fart. I'm trying to remember. I think I'm getting two different movies confused right now. But For a Few Dollars More, I really liked it. Hold on. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that was my choice. That was a solid choice. I liked the movie a lot. I watched it, and I had seen it before, but it's just, these are really good movies. Everything he does is solid. So,
All right. Seth, what do we got?
I went with Rio Bravo on this one.
What a surprise.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Same thing with like how I picked El Dorado over the other one. I don't know. I'm a big John Wayne fan. Watched him growing up my entire life, so I don't know. I really enjoy his movies a lot more than the Clint Eastwood ones. And I know I'm gonna be crucified for saying that, but that's just my opinion.
So this is 2-2 right now.
Oh,
All right, I'm going with.
It's
I was going to say Tommy.
Wait.
3-1, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Oh, it's 3-1.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, yeah,
Tom-
because you went. Oh,
yeah,
never mind.
they both
That's
picked.
not even
You
important.
can't
bro.
even
Like,
count.
what the hell's the deal here? I'm going with arguably my favorite Clint Eastwood movie for a few dollars more. I loved that movie, and I thought it was literally night and day times better than the first one, and I'm happy that it was because, like Nick, I came into it and was like, "Oh, here we go again." You know, usually your sequel will get worse than your initial one. But yeah, I gave for a few dollars more a 9 out of 10 and Rio Bravo an 8 out of 10. They were both really good movies though, and yeah, I'd definitely watch them again, either of them. So
okay. I definitely think for a few dollars more, the second one is my favorite of the trilogy. I really do think that, and I don't think it was even really close for me.
Nope.
So, okay, that was 4 votes for a few dollars more, 1 for Rio Bravo, and let's move on to the next round. Okay, so we've got the 1969 original True Grit film with John Wayne going up against Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. True story of fast draws and wild rides, battles with posses, trains and bank robberies, a torrid love affair, and a new lease on outlaw life in faraway Bolivia. It is also a character study of the remarkable friendship between Butch, played by Paul Newman, possibly the most likable outlaw in frontier history, and his closest associate, the ever-dangerous Sundance Kid, played by Robert Redford. This got an 8 out of 10 from IMDb, 89% from critics, 92% from Rotten Tomatoes audience score. In the 1969 True Grit, after hired hand Tom Chaney, played by somebody, murders the father of 14-year-old Maddie Ross, played by Kim Darby. She seeks vengeance, hires U.S. Marshal Rooster Cogburn, played by John Wayne, a man of true grit, to track Chaney into Indian territory. As the two begin their pursuit, a Texas Ranger named LaBeouf, or however the hell you say it,
Shia LaBeouf?
joins the manhunt in hopes of capturing Chaney for the murder of a Texas senator and collecting a substantial reward. The three people clash on their quest to bring in the justice, whatever. 7.4 out of 10 from IMDb.
Do you want me to read today?
God, my brain's not working, I tell you that much. 87% from the critics, 84% from the audience. Both good movies, I think. I'm going to move ahead. True Grit from 1969.
Oh.
I did give that one a 9 out of 10. I think John Wayne was at his absolute best. The one thing that keeps this from being a 10 out of 10 is Kim Darby.
She sucks.
Yeah,
Oh.
as Maddie Ross.
Dude,
I think she
yeah.
was horrible. And I know John Wayne had a lot of opinions about her as well that he was very vocal about. He did not like her acting either. I think had you picked a better actor for that girl, this would have been a different movie. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, I did give an 8 out of 10 to. I think those actors did an amazing job, but the plot was super simple. It was more of like just a fun comedy, more so than like a Western, in my opinion, in some facets of it. I do think the end shootout phenomenal, though. But I will be picking True Grit to move on. Tommy, you're up.
So, okay, let me find it on here. Either way, right at the top. Yeah, True Grit, I loved it. John Wayne's amazing in that, and everything he does is really good. But I got to tell you, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, I absolutely loved it. The train scene when they're trying to get in that safe, just blow it to crap. It's so good. Everything about that relentless chase scene, everything's just so good, man. I love the movie. I loved the ending shootout scene. Was incredible. Just like the whole very end, that scene where they just run out.
Freeze
You know
frame.
how it ends, but it's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. Everything about it, I just loved it. I have to move that on.
Okay. All right. 1-1. Seth, you are up.
I'm going to have to agree with Tommy C on this one.
Oh, hey, look at that. Hey.
Oh.
True Grit is possibly John Wayne's best movie he's made. I agree that the female character, the acting was subpar. It was god-awful.
Subpar and god awful. Two very good.
Well, you notice how
I think
one
she was
that-
okay and she fucking sucked.
It was one.
Oh, dang it.
Hey,
Oh, way to go.
Use, I
bud.
like that. Use. It
It was
I'm
passionate.
so sorry. I'm
It
so
was
sorry.
I had a use for it.
You know what? This is also going to be like a 2-hour-long episode at this rate, so maybe that counts as 2 after.
Yeah, plus Seth doesn't technically work here, so he's fine.
You'll get to use it, buddy.
Yes.
There you go.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid was a good movie. Very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot, but True Grit just takes the cake on it for me.
All right, that leaves it up
Yeah.
to me since these boys are talking shop
Yeah.
here. I just want to go on record. We're on the 15th episode, and I haven't said the F word once.
Good job, Matt.
And for me, that is impressive.
Yeah, well,
Because I
probably
like
because it
to
takes you so
sling
long
it.
to talk.
I'm
Yeah,
very
and then
impressed.
you talk so fast you can't even talk, bro. With
He's
these
like
reviews.
the
I don't wanna
kid
hear
from
shit.
Christmas Story. Fuck.
Dash.
All right, guys. This one's a tough one for me because I gave both of them an 8 out of 10. But my notes out of True Grit, 1969. That girl, I don't mean to be dramatic, but she pissed me off the entire movie, dude. And
she pissed me off,
and
too.
it literally made me not enjoy the movie as much. I thought John Wayne did a phenomenal job. But I'm going to make Nick have to do the tiebreaker here. I'm going with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Like that train scene and then them just going out together at the end, man. It was just like a little,
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
Bad,
It's crazy. True Grit, both True Grits, the girl in them just pisses you off the entirety of the movie. It's absolutely frustrating.
I didn't mind Haley Steinfeld in the new one.
I would have. When you remember when he was just beating on her, I get it.
I get it.
He's like, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, it does. I get it.
He's like,
get
no,
that
one more
100%.
time for me. One more
So it's
time
just
for
like,
me.
I would have, if I was there and he ran up to like stop, hey, it's a couple more,
He missed a spot.
That's it, man.
All right, Nick, break the tie.
Yeah, I agree with Seth that True Grit is John Wayne at his best.
I think it's the only one he won an Oscar for.
Yeah. Overall, good movie. Very good story. That being said, I love the originality of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I like how it wasn't just your standard Western movie. It was phenomenal. I lost it when they go to rob the second train. And they're like, Woodcock, is that you? It is. And they're just like ready to risk his life again to get blown up for the freaking his boss. It's like, I've been personally hired by Pacific Union. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm going to move on Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
And there goes my bracket.
Nick's a good man.
Thank you.
Yep.
My
Solid.
bracket,
Solid.
gone.
I was going to say you had that as your number one overall. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I do think that's great. I liked it. I would not have even had this hit in the
right.
second round
No,
making
look
it
at
past.
the look at the rest of Seth's bracket, bro.
different mindset. I like the classics.
All right. All right, next one on the
It's
list.
where it got us where we are today.
Those movies came out in the same year, but that's okay.
Okay, we've got the Silverado versus The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. This is our 11 seed with Silverado, which personally I think is way too low, but that's on me. And then The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, number 6 seed. So, Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962, directed by John Ford. Questions arise when Senator Stoddard, played by James Stewart, attends the funeral of a local man named Tom Donovan, played by John Wayne, in a small western town. Flashing back, we learn that Donovan saved Stoddard, then a lawyer, when he was roughed up by a crew of outlaws terrorizing the town, led by Liberty Valance. As the territory's safety hung in the balance, Donovan and Stoddard, two of the only people standing up to him, proved to be very important but different foes to Valance. IMDb gave this an 8.1 out of 10, 95% from critics, 92% from the audience. And then we have Silverado from 1985, one of the newer ones on this part of the bracket. Directed by Lawrence Kasdan, rambling man Emmett, played by Scott Glenn, assembles a group of misfit cowboys. Here you go. Kevin Costner, Kevin Kline, and Danny Glover. That is a trio. I love all three of those guys.
That's how you know it was a newer movie. They put a black guy in it.
That's true. After helping a group of settlers track down a pack of thieves, Emmett and his men descend on the troubled town of Silverado to seek their fortunes. Soon after arriving, they discover that the town has fallen into the grasp of greedy rancher Ethan McKendrick and corrupt Sheriff Cobb, with whom many of Emmett's men have unfinished business. 7.2 out of 10 from IMDb, 78 from critics, 79 from the audience, and it is Tommy starting this one,
Yes.
I believe. Yes.
So, I 100% am going to go with Silverado right away. I just really enjoy that movie. It was actually the first time I'd ever seen it.
Oh, okay.
And I talked to somebody else about it, and they told me that that's probably one of my favorite movies. I think it was my stepdad told me that it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. He came here from Mexico and was like kind of getting into. He liked westerns his whole life, but he saw that here, and so I remember watching with him, and I was just blown away. I'd never seen it, and I really, really enjoyed it. And that was an easy choice for me, honestly. I hate to say it, but that was a really easy choice.
Okay, one vote for Silverado. Seth.
I'm gonna have to go with The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, going back to what we kind of talked to on one of our breaks is I don't know. I just like the classics. The classics is what brought us here today. And
okay.
What the hell did I?
Silverado. It was a good movie. But overall, I don't know. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance just hit me better.
Okay. Matt.
Yeah, I think Seth's job today coming into this is just to like pick the ones that I'm like, what the absolute hell are you even picking? You know what I mean?
Cause havoc.
No, I'm with Tommy. I gave Silverado a 10 out of 10, and I gave The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance a 7 out of 10.
A 7?
Yeah, I did not enjoy it.
That's real low.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, well, I was teeter-tottering between 7 and 8, and then I ended up going with the 7. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go Silverado for this one.
Okay.
I love the fact that the lady that voices over the tiny little short woman who makes all the Superman costumes in The Incredibles is a bartender who has to stand on a stool in this movie.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. Silverado's great. The acting in it is phenomenal. Little baby Kevin Costner just going off the rails the entire movie. Loved it.
So much energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said,
Here we go.
I can't get over how good James Stewart was in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. That movie had me absolutely glued. I was hooked the entire time. It was neat to see a John Wayne movie where he wasn't playing like the number one overall
main,
focus
yeah.
guy. Yeah. Guys, I'll be honest with you. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is probably my second favorite out of the older bracket side here.
It's diabolical. No, bro, he was going after John Wayne's girl. Like, come on, bro, get out of here.
It had comedy. It was good. I did not see the ending coming. Yeah, I'm going to go with, and don't get me wrong, Silverado, loved it. But The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is a little bit better for me.
Tommy,
Ooh, tiebreaker
give
on
these
me.
guys some wisdom. Tommy, don't disappoint me.
And
for real.
remember, take Linda Hunt into account. The bartender is incredible.
We love Linda Hunt.
Yeah, we do.
Darling.
Tommy.
So right off the rip, I'm going to talk about The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I give it a 7 out of 10.
God,
Hey,
so
see,
much
me
better
and
than
Tommy.
that.
Listen to
It's
what
like
I have to
we're
say
one.
about
All right.
it. I think it is one of the smartest westerns on
Yes.
this list. I do think so. I think John Wayne is over the top. Sometimes I think his acting's not quite. He's playing the same character he always plays, and I think he needed to do it a little bit differently, in my opinion.
This is where we got Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I know. I think James Stewart is phenomenal.
Yes.
And I think the movie did take a minute to get going, but I think it ends great. I just think there's a lot of stuff that happens in the lead up where we get it. We get who these two characters are. You don't need to give me like 5 more scenes to really establish that. I got it. And I just think it was a little slow, but I do think it is the smartest Western on this list.
Well, we think Matt's a little slow, but we keep him on the
Yeah.
show.
That's true.
What about us slow guys?
Here's the deal, though, guys. Silverado got a 10 out of 10 from me.
Wow.
I love Silverado. I think the characters and actors are solid. I think the story was fun. I think it was paced incredibly well. It was so easy to root for the good guys. It is a classic Western in terms of it doesn't play anything different. It plays it safe, but it plays it so well. It is a comfort watch movie. It is my dad's favorite Western
Okay.
movie. So I watched it a lot as a kid. It's got like a kind of like that just fun, authentic feel that you get from like an Indiana Jones or like the Goonies or all that stuff where it's like everything's so happy and fun and you love it and you know the bad guys are going to get their shit wrecked and you're just waiting for it and loving it when it
Yeah.
happens. Again, the character work, though, is the best part of that. So many characters and it doesn't feel overcrowded. A lot of times you get those movies where there's so many characters, it's like, what the hell's going on? Once Upon a Time in the West, prime
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
This one, it's like, you give me a ton of characters. I know each one's whole story. I get it. I'm here for them. And everyone gets their own, like, I guess, arc that works well, which I think is hard to do when you have that many characters. I really do think that one's top tier.
I mean, to your point, we haven't even mentioned the fact that Jeff Goldblum is in this movie.
And he's
right?
great.
Yeah.
He as a slick gambler,
Yep.
he nails it. So sorry, gentlemen. I am going to have to break that
It's
tie with
okay.
Silverado.
I'm not mad about it.
Absolutely.
Dude, my bracket is gone.
Yeah. Seth Brackett's dead. Okay.
See, I'll leave now. It's okay. I'll see my way out.
I am going to have us just do the number 3 Pale Rider versus the Shootist because I was
Yeah.
having trouble finding Magnificent Seven while we were all talking.
I mean,
and I
that's
knew
okay.
I was the last one. So, real quick, we are now going to jump to Pale Rider, the 3 seed, versus the number 14 seed, the Shootist. The Shootist, 1976, directed by Don Siegel. J.B. Brooks, played by John Wayne in his final film role, is an aging gunfighter diagnosed with cancer who comes to Nevada at the turn of the 20th century. For all of us, we've been to this place where this was filmed, Carson City. Renting a room from widowed Bond Rogers and her son Gillum, played by Ron Howard, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Brooks is confronted by several people of questionable motives, including a man seeking to avenge his brother's death and a few who are looking to profit from Brooks' notoriety. Not wanting to die a quiet, painful death, he devises a plan to go out with a bang. 7.6 from IMDb, 81 from critics, 88 from the audience. Clint Eastwood's Pale Rider, 1985. When property owner Coy LaHood starts using a band of hooligans to terrorize a group of small-town gold miners into giving up their territory, an enigmatic man named Preacher, played by Clint Eastwood, arrives in town. Yet again, kind of the man with no name thing that Clint Eastwood is very good at. Preacher fends off the attacks and then goes directly to LaHood to negotiate. When the miners, led by Hull Barrett, refuse the terms, LaHood...
Oh, there were minors in that movie, all right.
Yeah, there was. Refuse the terms. LaHood sends in Marshall Stockburn to take down Preacher and the others. This is a 7.3 out of 10 from IMDb, 94% from critics, 83% from the audience, and it is Seth to start us off.
I'm going to go with The Shootist
Okay.
on this one. Just his final movie, his final hurrah, just kind of brought everything together. I mean, I understand that the ending was predictable. We all could have assumed from the beginning that that's how it was going to end. I'm also going to be honest with you. I don't think I watched The Pale Rider.
Oh, thanks for contributing.
That one's one of the best. Oh, man.
So, I mean, that probably has a lot to do with it, too. But I think still in the end, I probably still would have chose The Shootist over Pale Rider.
Okay.
So that's my choice.
See, Seth again with a hot take. You know, I respect it. I'm going Pale Rider for sure. It's funny when the daughter was like, "I love you," and he's like, "Well, I kind of like your mom." You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, she didn't. She didn't say I loved you. She said she wanted to bang him, Matt.
Yeah, wrong.
She said, "I'm into you. Take me."
Take me.
Yeah.
Hey, preacher, bone me. It's exactly what she
Have we
said.
not all said that at one point?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, The Shootist is cool in the sense that obviously, this is the one that a lot of it was filmed in Carson, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed both movies for sure, but Pale Rider, like I said, that's like one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. So I'm definitely going to go with Pale Rider.
Okay.
We are pitting two of my least favorite of the old movies against each
Oh,
other.
my
Listen.
The Beaton Boys are going to
the-
piss
the-
me off.
The Shootist was it wasn't good. I will it just I don't know. It bored me to absolute tears, that movie did. Pale Rider I actually was really enjoying, and then I realized that Clint Eastwood had written that small child into the movie with those exact lines. Weirded me out a little bit. And then when I called Tom, it'd be like, "Hey, did he try to make that 14-year-old girl bang him?" He was like, "That's not even the weirdest part of this movie." So then I kept watching,
Do you want me to talk
and
on
I
that,
really
or-
enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I'll say, right, like I'm second to last here. I really enjoyed Pale Rider until Tommy was like, he was a ghost, and that actually ruined this movie for me because I don't get it. I don't understand.
So, which one are you going with?
I'm going to go with Pale Rider, but it would have been a lot better had they not been like, by the way, he was dead the whole time. Like, significantly better movie had he been a normal alive man.
Him and me are going to differ
Yeah,
on this.
but
heavily.
I'll go with Pale Rider just because I think he was better than The Shootist.
Didn't like that M. Night Shyamalan twist there.
No, because it didn't make any sense.
All right. So
I'm a ghost and I can pick up guns and throw things and shoot dynamite and ride horses and bang people's moms and all sorts.
Tommy's going to go crazy right now.
So I like both of these movies. I gave The Shootist an 8 out of 10. I think as a final film, I think he did a really, really good job as like a culmination of his career in terms of like how he himself as his character through all these movies would have
Yeah.
wanted to go out. I thought it was a great performance for him. I think the supporting characters were A+, not the villains. I think the villains were weak as hell in that movie. I think the plot is very thin. But again, seeing James Stewart again coming back in, loved seeing that. It was short roles for him, and I guess there was a lot of issues with him not remembering his lines because of his age at that time. And then the fact that John Wayne ends up dying from cancer in real life several years after that was crazy. But
Yeah.
again, I didn't mind it. 8 out of 10. Pale Rider, on the other hand, that is another 10 out of 10 for
10,
me.
yeah.
I think that movie was phenomenal. I liked this was my favorite of all of his like nameless characters that he does. You know, where he's kind of just the lone guy wandering into town. I think the supernatural twist made that movie 10 times better because they don't outright say it. It was something that people had questioned a lot, and it wasn't until years later doing an interview that Clint Eastwood did confirm that. I understand Nick's take of, well, how is a ghost able to do all this shit? Well, I don't have an answer. It's a ghost. They don't have science behind them backing them. So this ghost can shoot people, and I'm A-okay with a ghost that can shoot people. That kicks ass. No, I think Pale Rider's awesome. 10 out of 10 for me. Tommy.
Yeah, I liked the Pale Rider a lot. I chose that. I mean, him just riding into town through the mountains, just everything about it was really solid. I didn't really realize, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't realize he was a ghost until you guys brought it up.
When I said it to my
But,
father,
yeah.
it blew his, because Pale Rider is one of my dad's favorites. And when I called him after watching it, I'm like, it's crazy because like I can see now like why people thought he was a ghost and that it's cool that he was. My dad's like, what? Blew his mind. But he was on the same page as me where it's like that made the movie better for him. So
No, made it so much
it
worse.
was really good. I enjoyed it. Like everything about it was awesome. And like the minor thing did kind of throw me a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of weird. He wrote that in himself.
Yeah.
It's not like he was having to be like, oh, are you sure about this?
Right.
Or someone.
He was
knew
like,
what
and then the
doing.
kid's going to try to have sex with me.
And everyone, could you imagine the sit down like read for that? Everyone's like looking at him and they're like, just be quiet, I guess.
He did turn her down. Let's remember that he didn't say yes to the
What
sex with the
what
child.
A gentleman. I'm glad he
Wait
didn't.
till you're older.
I'm glad he didn't bang the kid he wrote in to the movie to bang that wanted to bang. So it's pretty good. That's really he took the high road on that one. I'm very proud of him for that. Oh god! But it was solid. I went Pale Rider.
Okay, Pale Rider moves on, and our last one of this first round for the older movies bracket.
Yes.
And who is starting this one? It's Matt. Will be
I
starting.
want to say
this
it's
one.
me, yeah.
Okay.
And I was hoping it wasn't because this one is. Or are you gonna?
I'm gonna
do
introduce the
my
movies,
bad,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we've got the oldest movie on our list, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948, directed by John Huston. In this classic adventure film, two rough-and-tumble wanderers, Dobbs and Curtin, played by Tim Holt and Humphrey Bogart, meet up with a veteran prospector, Howard, played by the director's dad, Walter Huston, in Mexico and head into the Sierra Madre Mountains to find gold. Although they discover treasure, they also find plenty of trouble, not only from ruthless bandits lurking in the dangerous Mexican wilderness, but also from their own insecurities and greed, which threaten to bring conflict at any moment. 8.2 out of 10 from IMDb, 100% from Rotten Tomatoes critics, and 93% from the audience. Going up against the 1960 film The Magnificent Seven, directed by John Sturges. A Mexican village. Oh, look at this. Two films taking place in Mexico. Tommy, do you feel represented?
I do.
Good.
I like it.
A Mexican village is at the mercy of Calvera, the leader of a band of outlaws. The townspeople, too afraid to fight for themselves, hire 7 American gunslingers to free them from the bandits' raids. The professional gunmen train the villagers to defend themselves and then plan a trap for the evil Calvera. This is a remake of Seven Samurai from Akira Kurosawa. 7.7 out of 10 from IMDb, 89% from the critics, 87% from the audience. Matt, let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, this one, like I was saying before, you rudely interrupted me with your synopsis and all your bull. No, I'm just kidding. No, I gave both these movies an 8 out of 10.
Same.
The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Dobbsy gets annoying to me. And I know, as bad as this sounds, I was glad that he died eventually in the movie. I loved Howard and Curtin. I thought they were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny how they all poked holes in the bags and all the gold blew away, and they ended up with squat. And then as far as the Magnificent Seven's concerned, I gave that an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought it was very slow at first. Second half was really good. And then the 7 ended up being 3 as they rode out of there. One ended up staying, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the young boy.
You found that, yeah. But it was funny how he went with like the bandits and was acting like one of them, and then came back with all their plans and stuff. I thought that was a funny twist to the movie. This one, man, this is the hardest one I've had to pick so far. I'm probably going to go. Oh God, I hate it here. The Magnificent Seven.
Wow.
And why, I don't even know. I liked them both so much. It's honestly tough to even. Maybe it's just because Dawsey is pissing me off. I don't know. Anyways.
I'll be honest. I did not enjoy the Magnificent Seven that much. To Matt's point, it's slow at the beginning, but it's also slow for a lot of it. And like the fun action scenes take like 7 seconds, right? Like we breeze right through the excitement, and then we're all going to sit in the same Mexican cantina in the village for what feels like 2 hours of the movie. I wasn't a big fan. And there's a chance that I think this because it was the first one I watched before, slugging through all of them. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre might be my favorite of the old ones, and if it isn't, it's second. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought the story was interesting. The characters were super, super, super funny. Matt does have a point about Dobbsy, right? He went crazy and got a little annoying. The old prospector was freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And him saving that boy, and then the village is like, "You are our god now."
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
He's all getting fed fruit.
So I will go with The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. I love that movie.
Okay. Same as Matt here. I gave both of these an 8 out of 10. I think Magnificent Seven had some good characters. However, it was difficult to distinguish some of them until we got kind of more towards the middle of the movie. I was kind of like, which one did which? Like, what? It was sometimes difficult. The movie did get crowded, and unlike Silverado, it was one that you felt crowded with that movie. Me personally, and it's going to be kind of the opposite take from Matt here. I enjoyed the beginning. I like the whole getting the gang together thing where we each kind of see their skills. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It's like almost remind me like Ocean's 11, where you kind of get each one, you're bringing them all in. I enjoy those kinds of scenes, the getting the gang together scenes. A lot of things happen. The pacing is way the hell off. That movie is just, again, fast scene, slow. It's kind of all over the place. And Matt, you brought up the scene where the young kid just sneaks into the gang. I hated that scene. Like, there is no
really?
shot that not a single one of these people's like, who is this guy? Like, nobody questioned it, and it drove me nuts. I'm like, he's the only white person here. Like,
Who's the gringo?
like, somebody questioned this. On the flip side, though, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, good characters. It was slow, and it was, I think, a great end to the villain that Dobbs ends up becoming.
Yeah, right.
I think this one's an easy Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Honestly, I probably would change my rating of Magnificent Seven to a 7 now that I think about it. But yeah, Treasure of the Sierra Madre is what's going to move on for me.
Okay. Hey, we got through the first round.
Well, no, we're not. We're
not.
still
We
more.
still got two
Oh,
more.
shoot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Breeze past us.
Forget the guess.
I'm
So
so
I'll
sorry.
leave. My bracket's already busted.
I
I'll
already
get outta
wrote
here.
in Treasure, so I hope that's what we're sticking with.
Yeah, right now it's a 2-1, so it still could go either way. Tommy, what do you got?
I like Magnificent Seven. It was a good movie, really solid. Like you said, you do like to you see all of them, like all their skill sets, everything, all been coming together. It's really good. But let me tell you, Treasure of the Sierra Madres, I just loved it. I loved what a piece of crap Dobb was. I loved the biblical greed in that movie.
Yeah.
And the prospect was awesome. And I love how they portray Mexicans as such villains, man. It's tremendous. I love it. The shootout scene in the mountain and everything was really good, And I just I did like how they showed them very how they just were super enamored by the prospector and took him away and just made them look like idiots. Just it was really good. But I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good. And it was probably, I think that was the first one on the old ones I watched. I'd never seen it, and I watched it there, and it was great. Sat through the whole thing on YouTube, and I really liked it. I didn't know how I was going to feel going into it, and I love that really crappy bar fight scene at the beginning. It was just so bad, but it was so good, right? I love how infuriated he was at that Mexican child. That's I get it, but he just hated his guts, and I was like, oh, just hit him once. But
Not enough child abuse.
it
in
was
that
not
movie.
enough. I could have used a lot more, but I really enjoyed that movie. So that was a pretty cut and clear choice for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Treasure of the Sierra
Tommy's
Madre.
got a good point. Like, these guys go into these other people's country to steal all their gold, and then it's like, well, they're the villains now. They want their stuff back.
You want your crap? Let's talk about something else, dude. That's fine.
Seth, your thoughts?
So I chose Magnificent Seven on this one. Woo! Mostly because Treasure Sierra Madre was good. I was confused as to where those three gentlemen came out of nowhere and asked this turn this old man into a medicine man all of a sudden to save this child.
Yeah.
And I was like, what just happened? Where did they come from? What just happened? Kind of scenario.
There's a lot of scenarios where I'm like, how visible are they in the mountain? Because they are easily found by everybody.
Yes.
But they're so concerned about being found. I'm like, but they clearly did not
Yes.
do enough. There was questionable points in that movie where I'm like,
Weren't they
nobody thought
blasting,
this.
though? I feel like they
At
were
some points,
heard
yeah.
more than
Yeah.
seen. Yeah.
When they started getting heavy into it, they started blowing up
Yeah.
portions of it. And just Dobbsy was an asshole, man.
Dobbsy was an asshole.
And the constant him switching between going crazy to being normal was driving me insane.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that was what they were trying to do.
At one point he was insane. I was like, oh, this is where he breaks. And then the next thing he's chill. And I was like, what changed his mind? Did they give him some weed or something?
Fair.
So that's why I chose Magnificent Seven, though.
All right. Well, Treasure's going to move on with a 3-2, and that now brings us into the second round where I don't have to read synopsises anymore for a
Beautiful.
bit, and we don't have to go over some initial thoughts, more or less just versus each other, which is nice. Round 2, we now have our second tier movies. We're going to start at the top, Mr. Nick, with the number 1 seeded Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, going up against the number 8 seeded Outlaw Josie Wales. Let's hear your thoughts.
Outlaw Josie Wales, and it's not close. Wow. Yeah. That much better. We shared all of our thoughts. I didn't think The Good, the Bad, the Ugly was all that good. It was kind of bad, and some parts were ugly.
Oh,
But Outlaw Josie Wales was perfect from beginning to end.
Bro cooked with that?
booed this man off stage.
All right, so Outlaw Josie Wales moves on for Mr. Nick. My thoughts are the same. I think Outlaw Josie Wales, much better movie. Again, I know there's a lot of diehards for Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I can understand. To me, that movie did not need to be 3 hours long. You'll never convince me otherwise. So, yep, Outlaw Josie Wales. Tommy.
I agree 100%. Outlaw Josie Wales. It was just a lot better movie, in my opinion. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So,
As previously previously discussed, my bracket is destroyed. So at this point, I'm just kind of going with the Motion of the Ocean. And I'm going to pick the Outlaw Josie Wells.
Yeah, to me, this is like one of, if not the easiest picks within a matchup is for sure Outlaw Josie Wells for me.
You know, the funniest part about it, too, we've so far have only had 2 clean sweeps. The first one being Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and now the second one being Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, losing. Okay, so moving on, it's up to me now. We are going to jump at the bottom there for a few dollars more versus the Searchers.
Oh,
Not as difficult as I would think, honestly, for me. For a few dollars more, easily moves on. I definitely can appreciate both. For a few dollars more, better movie, in my opinion. So, yep, that's my vote.
My vote's the exact same for a few dollars more. That's what I had in my bracket. I agree.
Okay.
It's just a lot better movie than The Searchers, and it's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Forget what I said when I said I'm going with Motion of the Ocean. I'm going the Searchers.
Okay. Seth, going to put up a bit of a fight at the end here.
Good deal.
It's not going to matter.
yeah, I'm going to end it for a few dollars more for me for sure.
Okay.
I would have liked to see more hate towards minorities, but a few dollars more for sure is the winner over Searchers.
All right, almost a clean sweep for it.
There's a common trend here
Yeah, no, yeah.
coming from one person.
Yeah. Investigate him. No,
Okay, please don't take that out of context. Make sure you listen to the whole episode.
I'm going to clip it.
Clip it.
So, Tommy, we're going to jump up to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid going up against Treasure of the Sierra Madre. 2 very different films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, man.
Okay.
Yeah, solid. Like I said, everything about it, the humor in it, everything was just really good. Just them, fleeing, everything about the end scene. It really did something for me. So that was my choice.
Okay. Seth, moving on to you.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for sure.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for Seth. Okay, that's 2 for Butch Cassidy. Mr. Matt, what do you got?
This one's a semi-tough one for me, but yeah, I'm going Butch Cassidy as well.
Okay, well, it'll move on, but Matt, Nick, let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I do want Treasure of the Sierra Madre just to get its final flowers there.
I
I loved that movie.
It was
man.
good. It
Yeah.
was really good. I enjoyed that movie.
I'm on the same page as you guys, you, Mr. Nick. I agree, Treasure, but we did lose. So Butch Cassidy moves on. And Seth, you're going to start this final one for this round. We've got Pale Rider going up against Silverado, which I do believe is the hardest one here.
Luck.
The 3 seed versus the 11 seed. However, again, I do believe this one is the most difficult.
Silverado.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
All right.
Silverado.
Yeah, you answered
Silverado.
that one quick, man. This
It's
one,
not even on my. Neither of those are even on here. So.
Well, which one do you like more of the 2?
Oh, Silverado.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, good.
But on my list, it's not even on here.
Are you upset right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I want you to be.
I kind of figured that my selection was going to be way off from everybody else's.
That's fair. That's fair.
This one hurts. This one is like you can't go right with either pick for me because I love them both. With that, I'm going to join Seth. I'm going to go Silverado.
Okay. 2 for Silverado, Mr. Nick.
I'm gonna clinch it here. I'm gonna go with Silverado. I love how it's a longer movie. It's a longer journey, but each portion of the journey had its own step, right? Like helping the caravan get where they needed to go, getting like all that stuff, and the end shootout scene and everything is wonderful in that house and whatnot. Loved it.
Yeah, no, this one's hard for me too because these were my 2 10 out of 10 movies from this generation of Western films. I'm going to have to go ahead continue on with the train of thought here. Silverado, I think, is the better of the 2. But Tommy, please, your thoughts.
So actually, yeah, 100% Silverado. I loved it. It was great.
Clean sweep then.
Yeah, it was really. I don't know. I just liked the whole movie.
Okay, so clean sweep for Silverado moves on. Now we are now into the semifinals here, and who is starting us off? It'll be Matt. Matt, you are going to start us off. We're looking at the number 8 seed, Outlaw Josie Wales, going up against the number... Where the hell seed is this one? 12 seed, thank you. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Who do you got, Matt?
This one I'm going Outlaw Josie Wales.
Okay, Outlaw Josie Wales. Mr. Nick.
I will also go Outlaw Josie Wales.
I'm going to go ahead and clinch it then with a 3rd vote for Outlaw Josie Wales. But, gentlemen, we want to hear your thoughts. Tommy, what did you want?
So I really enjoyed Outlaw Josie Wales, but I really I'm going to be the first upset. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. It was just tremendous. I can't tell you how much I like that movie.
I think
I'll
it was the
actually probably
funniest
watch
one.
it again. Yeah, it was absolutely everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I always think back on that employee. What an absolute phenomenal employee. Just willing to get blown to crap.
Right?
And I was like, dude, that is you don't get loyalty like that, but from a dog. And that guy, what a model employee.
Yeah, that guy gave him his opportunity, and he wasn't going to let him down.
Exactly. It was awesome. So that's what I went with.
Okay, and Seth,
I'm
Butch
gonna ha-
Cassidy or
I'm gonna have to agree, Butch Cassidy on this
okay.
one.
So the hosts of Mic'd Up stole that one from our guests. Then
Sorry, guys.
Tremendous.
Okay, Nick, we've got Silverado, which was amazingly the 11 seed, going up against for a few dollars more the 10 seed.
For a few dollars more was significantly better than Fistful of Dollars, but that doesn't mean that it was that good. I'm moving on, Silverado.
Silverado, that's one vote for Silverado. Make it two. I will be voting Silverado as well. Tommy, what do you got?
I went with Silverado.
Okay,
Yeah,
then that's
I really
a done
liked
deal.
it. Yeah.
But Seth, we'd love to know what you thought.
Yeah.
I'd go with Silverado too on this one.
Okay, and Matt, does that make it a clean sweep?
That is a clean sweep, my
Okay,
friends.
wow, so for our final here on the older movies section of the draft, we have Silverado going up against the outlaw Josie Wales. I'm the one who starts this one, yes. So my vote is my 10 out of 10 movie, Silverado. And Tommy, what do you got?
This is kind of a hard choice, but I have to agree with you. I really, again, for like the 10th time, loved Silverado. It was a tremendous movie. The cast was incredible. So it's really great. I would choose that all day.
I'll tell you too, obviously we watched a lot of movies, ranging from the 40s all the way to the late 2010s. Seeing Kevin Costner as a baby in this film,
Crazy.
and then
Yeah.
and then watching Yellowstone nowadays, it's just crazy that we have the whole man's life there on display because he's so young in Silverado. He's out here doing flips and crap. I'm like, real Kevin Costner would die right now. If he did that.
It would explode.
Just gone.
Seth, what do you got? Outlaw Josie Wales or Silverado?
Silverado.
Okay, well then that one is our winner. But gentlemen, if you had anything else,
Silverado.
Yeah, I'll move on Silverado too, but Josie Wales really was, that's my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. It's not close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely.
Silverado is our winner of the pre-1990s section of this draft. Now we are going to get into the post-1990 section.
You mind if we take a pee break?
Yeah, no, I was going to stop the recording anyways and just condense some of these clips. So, everybody, if you liked that and you like newer Western movies, stay tuned. Well, howdy there, partner. It's me, Stinky Mike. I'm not actually a Western guy. I'm just some New Jersey trash. But I noticed Sam Elliott keeps trying to sell you Fords. I'm here to sell you a Nissan. That's right, the Nissan Versa. Best in its class in terms of getting no ass. But hey, that's what we're all about here at the Nissan factory. It's me, Stinky Mike. Go to your local Nissan and piss on them. Okay, that was a hell of an ad for Nissans. My brother drives one, and I can confirm. No ass. Now, that being
Did you
said...
get engaged?
Yeah, well, we are now talking the post-1990s section of Western movies. And to start off, we are doing the number one seeded Unforgiven from 1992, directed by and starring Clint Eastwood, when prostitute Delilah Fitzgerald, played by Anna Thompson, is disfigured by a pair of cowboys in Big Whiskey, Wyoming. Her fellow brothel workers post a reward for their murder, much to the displeasure of Sheriff Little Bill Daggett, played by Gene Hackman, who doesn't allow vigilantism in his town. Two groups of gunfighters, one led by aging former bandit William Money, played by Clint Eastwood, and the other by florid English Bob, played by Richard Harris. Richard Harris, by the way, the original Dumbledore, who died after the second Harry
really?
Potter. Yep.
Oh, I did not connect those dots.
They come to collect the reward, clashing with each other and the sheriff. This was an 8.2 out of 10 from IMDb, 96 from the critics, 93 from the audience on Rotten
This is a
Tomatoes.
crazy number one seed. I'll just throw that out there.
Interesting thought. Going up against the number 16 seed, which was Hostiles, 2017, directed by Scott Cooper. In 1892, legendary Army Captain Joseph Blocker, played by the legendary Christian Bale, reluctantly agrees to escort a dying Cheyenne war chief, played by Wes Studi, and his family back to their tribal land. Embarking on a harrowing and perilous journey from Fort Barringer, New Mexico, to the grasslands of Montana, they soon encounter a young widow whose family was killed on the plains. The travelers must now band together to survive a punishing landscape that's crawling with hostile Comanches and vicious outliers. 7.2 out of 10 from IMDb, 71 from the critics, 77% from the audience. Tommy, you are starting us off here. Thank you, Seth.
All right, this one's going to be kind of short because I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I didn't watch Hostels. I thought I did, but I didn't reading through it. So I went with Unforgiven, the only movie that I did watch. You know, I really liked the cast and the stuff, and it was just a really good movie, man. Solid.
Seth is like over
Thank
here.
you. He's crapping his pants at this.
Dude,
Really
my
bad.
bracket is just gone.
It's okay. So 3 of us did watch Hostiles. So if it was
Yeah.
the better movie, it does have a chance to move on. So we're good there.
Both movies, in my opinion, phenomenal. I like both of them very much. Just Hostiles got my attention a little bit more.
Got your blood running. Out of
I think-
racism and Hostiles,
I think-
folks.
I was gonna say Christian Bale goes full blown John Wayne in this film.
Yeah.
I think the thing that blew my mind the most about this movie is the amount of people they killed off in this movie. Like, I don't think I've seen a movie that were out of 26 people that started in the movie, 3 of them are only alive at the end.
Dang.
And so I think that's kind of what drew me into this movie the most. So I'm gonna pick Hostiles.
Yeah,
on
Seth
this
and
one.
I watched that one together on Thanksgiving. It was just
our father.
me, Seth, and my dad. And I was gonna recommend that we watched. Where is it? No Country for Old Men.
Good movie.
But I was like, man, that might be a little too dark and heavy for Thanksgiving. So then we watched Hostels instead, and boy, was I wrong. Yeah,
Matt,
Well, I am very much like Tommy. I did not watch Hostiles either.
like me, I did watch Hostiles.
Tommy G.
God, I gotta get used to that. I'm so
my
sorry.
God. Anyways,
I'm trash.
I watched Unforgiven, and I gave it, I don't know, it's teeter-tottering between a 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I thought it was very, very slow beginning and got good towards the middle. Seth should be a salesman. He sold me on Hostiles. I'm going Hostiles.
Let's go.
Wow. Okay.
Just before we continue on, I just want to let everybody know that this was the movie where I accidentally watched 2 different movies. I got the movies mixed up. I read The Unforgiven instead of just Unforgiven. So I watched a movie called The Unforgiven, old movie, extremely racist. I mean, they were dropping some of the wildest words that I was flabbergasted. I was like, I don't even know if we could talk about this movie on this podcast.
Matt, do you know what flabbergasted means?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
Let's bring that one into this bracket. I kind of liking that.
Dude, I mean-
I'm liking that. I want that in this
I
bracket.
mean, every term you could think of in the book was probably in this movie.
Well, I love that. So
And
basically,
I
you
was
watched Gran Torino.
Yes, I was sitting there. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know if I can finish this movie. This is rough. And then I finished watching it. I looked back through the text messages and quickly realized I watched the wrong movie.
Well, good. Just an extra one.
Yeah.
An honorable mention, if we can say.
Number 1 movie in my opinion. No.
Drizzling a little more racist.
Nick, up to you now. We've got, what is it? 2 for Hostiles, 1 for Unforgiven.
I'll be honest with you. I did not have a lot of faith in Hostels when it first started because it had the stereotypical Indians show up at house in the middle of nowhere, kill everybody besides the woman. But it really picked up and got very, very, very good. Unforgiven was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it was as good as Hostels. I'll go Hostels.
Wow. Okay, I did not see.
My bracket has a chance. My bracket has a chance.
Well, yeah, because Hostiles moves on no matter what. Wow. I'm shocked. Okay, Hostiles, I gave an 8 out of 10. I think it was good. It was a lot happening at once. The ending was about the bleakest ending we've seen in a movie in a minute.
Awful.
The whole movie was depressing. However, I found it very raw and real, and I appreciated a lot of that because, again, much like The Searchers, I think, yes, racist movie, but it is historically accurate, and I think that's okay.
This one felt more historically accurate. Searchers just felt bad. This one felt like he's going to come to the conclusion they're all going to be good to go.
That's fair. Unforgiven, I gave a 10 out of 10 to, so I am hurt that one does not move on. I think it was much like The Shootist. I think it was a good culmination of a lot of Clint Eastwood's cowboy roles, but I thought it was done better than The Shootist. I think the acting was solid. I think the characters were they were so different than what we'd seen in a lot of these movies where Gene Hackman hates guns, like rather than being a bad guy who's all about it. But at the end of the day, the bracket's the bracket. So we will move on. Hostiles. I just wanted to give my love to Unforgiven. And now that puts us at the bottom here. We've got, shouldn't have even been on the bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I made this bracket without having seen majority of these movies, but we have the number 15 seed, Appaloosa. Yuck. Versus you can tell where I'm going to go with my pick, versus the number 2 seed, Tombstone.
I'm doing good so far.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with Appaloosa. 2008, directed by Ed Harris. Love him, too. Damn shame. Virgil Cole, played by Ed Harris, and his longtime partner Everett Hitch, played by Viggo Mortensen, who I also love, travel to the 1880s Southwest, bringing justice to
Like
lawless...
time travel? Or they just ended up
That would have been more interesting. Bringing justice to lawless towns desperate enough to hire them. In the mining town of Appaloosa, malevolent rancher Randall Bragg and his cronies ride roughshod over the frightened citizens. As Cole and Hitch work to end Briggs's reign of terror, an unconventional widow, played by Renee Zellweger, arrives, complicating the job and threatening their bond. 6.7 out of 10 from IMDb, way too high. 77% from the Rotten Tomato critics, and here's my people, 55% from the Rotten Tomatoes audience. Now this lovely film is going up against, just a little ditty called Tombstone from 1993, directed by George P. Cosmatos, I don't know, and Kevin Jarre.
coming ready.
Wyatt Earp. don't know what I was going for. Good old Weast. Jesus. Wyatt Earp and his brothers, Morgan and Virgil, have left their gunslinger ways behind them to settle down and start a business in the town of Tombstone, Arizona. While they aren't looking to find any trouble, trouble soon finds them when they become targets of the ruthless cowboy gang. Now, together with Wyatt's best friend, Doc Holliday, the brothers pick up their guns once more to restore order to a lawless land. 7.8 out of 10 from IMDb, 76 from critics, 93% from Rotten Tomato audiences, and we are starting with Seth.
I'm going to have to obviously pick Tombstone on this one.
Yeah.
Appaloosa, I don't even...
I've got so much to say.
I can't even remember majority of that movie because of how boring it
I
was.
wish I could forget it.
That's facts.
But yeah, Tombstone all around great movie. Probably top 3 on this list for me is Tombstone for sure.
Okay. Mr. Matt.
Appaloosa, where do I even start? I felt as if I started in the middle of the movie. I had to check like 3 times to make sure I started in the very beginning because I was confused. I didn't even know anybody's name until like 45 minutes into the movie. I'm like, who the absolute hell? It just made no... can I say what I told you prior?
Yeah, because it's her character, essentially.
Yeah, Allie is...
Played by Renee Zellweger.
Just a whore. And there is
straight up.
there is no way, if and or but, to get around that. I hate her. And Everett's the only person that I liked in that movie. Mm-hmm. So needless to say, sorry, Everett, but Tombstone is... light years better than this movie here. So
Okay, well now between the female character in True Grit 1969 and her, who do you prefer?
Oh, the True Grit character in 1960. Yeah, that one's like, dude, this one right here just, the worst. I'm pretty sure the worst one out of all these movies, in my opinion.
Yep.
I don't hate Appaloosa as much as other people hate Appaloosa.
Shocker.
I've got some nostalgia with it. It's the first Western movie I ever watched in the theaters with my dad. We went.
Does your dad hate you?
No, we went. I mean, we didn't know it was a theater
Okay,
movie.
that's
Tommy, goodness gracious,
I don't care.
I don't care.
I love Viggo Mortensen a lot.
Me too.
There is one line that sticks out to me when they've got him like just outside of town and they've got these bandits all stung up. He's like, "You ain't got no jurisdiction up here." It makes me laugh every time. That being said, guys, it's no Tombstone, right? Tombstone is a perfect Western movie, and I'm gonna make it my Huckleberry and move it on here.
Okay. Thank you. We're going to start off with Tombstone. Tombstone, 10 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10.
Yep.
The acting, the dialogue, the action, all A+. The plot can seem thin, but that just makes it easier to follow, in my opinion, and I think it is one of the most quotable movies. And the thing to me is you can have a thin plot if it's based on true events, then that's just the way it rolls. Like, it's okay to have a thin plot when it's realistic. Now let me talk about Appaloosa. This is the movie, if you're a cuck, you love Appaloosa. There is no other way to put it, folks. Trash film almost made me hate Ed Harris for even directing this piece of garbage. And I love Ed Harris, and I love Viggo Mortensen. Like, boys, there's other ways to make a paycheck. The fact that, like, so much of the plot is, hey, you know, my girl here, she'll just kind of bang the biggest dude in the room, and that's why I gotta be the biggest dude in the room. Like, no, you leave that woman. Like, the fact that she went ahead and slept with the villain, and he's like, try to get her back, I gotta take out the bad guy so that way she likes me again. No, you leave that garbage where it is. This is a movie for cucks. I hate it. It's a 3 out of 10. I have actually bumped it down 3 more times every time I think about it. It makes me more angry. It started off as a 6 out of 10. That was bold of me to give it. It is now down to a 3 out of 10. I hate this movie. I hate that I had to watch it. Disgusting. I bought the Blu-ray for it. I don't normally do this. I threw that Blu-ray away. I hated it.
Now let's keep this in mind. Who was the one that made this bracket list?
Before having seen it. It was coming up on a lot of lists, right? Because I did a lot of Googling and stuff, and I'm like, and again, you see Ed Harris and Viggo Mortensen, and I'm like, this has got to be a kick-ass movie. No. If you like this movie, you're a cuck. All right. Tommy, your thoughts?
So, with that being said, I love Ed Harris and Viggo Mortensen. Tremendous actors, in everything. I mean, both of them together in History of Violence, amazing together, right? So I had high hopes. Complete piece of crap. I dislike Renee Zellweger as a human being because of her role in this movie. So that's, fair. I mean, I was just irate. The whole movie was just crap. So it's such an easy choice. Tombstone is one of the most quotable movies like in existence. You know what I mean? Some of the hardest lines, some of the best characters. And it just, to me, when you think Westerns, it's like everyone thinks Tombstone. You could probably ask 10 people on the street, what's your favorite Western? 9 out of them are going to say Tombstone. It is such an incredible movie. Everything about it's perfect.
Okay. Well, no huge surprise there, but Tombstone moves on.
Swept.
Yeah, and it should have been. Oh God, I'm going to apologize for making you guys watch Appaloosa. That is how much
You're going to have to apologize for something here in a little bit too.
Oh boy, I've got an idea as to which one you might be hating on. Okay, jumping up at the top here, guys, we have the number 9 seeded Hell or High Water going up against the number 8 seeded 3:10 to Yuma, and I'm going to address this right off the rip. There are several movies on here that people have questioned whether or not they are westerns. It is considered a neo-western. Certain things like Hell or High Water, No Country for Old Men. The term Western and how you would describe it as a movie, essentially it is, Americana mixed with, the classic plight of good versus evil, essentially is a Western, right? And it needs to be in America to a degree, or at least have that kind of like old Western feel to it. So again, neo-Westerns count. If you don't like it, don't listen to this. Jumping right on, we've got Hell or High Water. 2016, directed by David Mackenzie, written by Taylor Sheridan, who is, famous for Yellowstone and some other movies that are going to be on this list.
Now.
Yeah. Toby is a divorced father, and Toby is, of course, played by Chris Pine, who is just gorgeous human being. Divorced father who's trying to make a better life for his son. His brother Tanner, played by Ben Foster, who's in, I think, a couple of these movies we watched, is an ex-convict with a short temper and a loose trigger finger. Together, they plan a series of heists against the bank that's about to foreclose on their family ranch. Standing in the way is Marcus, played by Jeff Bridges, a Texas Ranger who's only weeks away from retirement. It's like Lethal Weapon. As the siblings plot their final robbery, they must also prepare for a showdown with a crafty lawman who's not ready to ride off in the sunset. That is a 7.6 out of 10 from IMDb, 97% from the critics, 88% from the people. Going up against 3:10 to Yuma from 2007, directed by James Mangold. Outlaw Ben Wade, played by Russell Crowe, terrorizes 1800s Arizona, especially the Southern Railroad, until he is finally captured. Wade must be brought to trial, so Dan Evans, played by Christian Bale, the owner of a drought-stricken ranch, volunteers to escort him to the train. Along the trail, a grudging respect forms between these two men as danger looms at every turn. But the criminals' men are in pursuit. This is a 7.6 out of 10 from IMDb, 89% from critics, 86% from the audience. We are starting with Matt.
Oh, my bad.
I think.
I just stuffed popcorn in my mouth.
Yeah, guys, we've been recording for a while. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, we're at an hour and 41.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. And you're gonna hate me here. I never watched Hell or High Water.
Oh what the hell?
I didn't get that far yet. You
piece
donkeys.
of crap.
I know. But I will say that I did watch 3:10 to Yuma, and I absolutely loved this movie. In fact, I gave it a 10 out of 10.
That's a great movie.
I don't know. I was able to connect with the actors. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So obviously, I'm going to go 3:10 to Yuma. I can't really speak as to what the hell or High Water is, but
I think all the rest of us watched it though, so we'll be able to have a fair vote on that. Mr. Nick,
I love Jeff Bridges. I wish he was my father. My real dad's pretty cool. He's not Jeff Bridges. I can tell you that much right now.
Fair.
I'm gonna go Hell or High Water. I love the way the story's told him. I love Jeff Bridges' character. He's just he's good. He's so good. Give me that.
Okay. This one's difficult for me. These are both 10 out of 10 movies, in my opinion. 3:10 to Yuma. Simple, fun, well acted. The duo of Christian Bale and Russell Crowe is awesome. I think they're so good together. Yep. The plot isn't reinventing the wheel or anything like that, but I think it's just enthralling. I enjoy where they go. I think it's just the scope of it all is really well done. Now, Hell or High Water, on the other hand, also 10 out of 10. I think it is one of the best neo-westerns we've seen. It is, again, a simple but effective story. The characters are what I think makes the difference here. We've got good characters in both, but I do think that, just every character that you meet in Hell or High Water, you get it. Like they're all very different. They have different motives and means, but you get it. I think the shootouts in both are good, but I feel like Hell or High Waters was so real and raw that it punches you in the gut when it happens. So Hell or High Water is what will be getting my vote.
I really like 310 to Yuma. It's a great movie. I didn't know it was a remake when I had watched it the first time.
And I didn't want to put the original on there because I'm like, we already did that with True Grit.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get that completely, and I liked it, but I got to tell you, 310 to Yuma was great. I really, really loved Ben Foster as Russell Crowe's sidekick. He's just incredible, dude. Just relentless, loyal is awesome, but
More loyal than that train employee.
There's borderline there. They're head-to-head for Employee of the Month. But let me tell you, Hell or High Water just did something for me. It was absolutely incredible. The story, everything about it. And, yeah, Jeff Bridges is awesome. I loved the waitress at the restaurant. He referred to her as a rattlesnake. It's just tremendous. It's just a really good movie. That one, I mean, they're both really good movies. They both did something for me. They're really different, so it's kind of hard to compare, but Hell or High Water, just because the story and everything and the shooting scenes and everything were just awesome, man. I love that movie, and I watch it all the time.
Real quick, any Eastbound and Down fans in here?
Yes.
Okay, so the waitress that you were talking about, that's Danny McBride's gal in the Eastbound and Down.
Shoot, it is.
Yes. When she popped up, I'd seen it when it first came out, Hell or High Water, but I hadn't seen Eastbound and Down yet, and so, watch Eastbound. And then when she popped up again, I'm like, oh, crap, it's whatever the hell her name is from Eastbound and Down. Okay, Seth, right now we've got...
It's moved on.
Yeah. This is like one of the few instances on this bracket that I was like sitting here for a hot minute and having to really decide like what I wanted. 310 to Yuma, phenomenal movie. Ending I was not expecting at all.
Which is different from the original and the book, I think. I think everybody does okay and lives at the end of the book.
I had this is the only one I've seen. So, but yeah, no, not the ending I was expecting.
Not the expecting I was ending.
But I just Hell or High Water's got something else to it. I don't know how many times I've watched that movie. It's such a good movie. Like the storytelling in it, the ending to the movie, everything about it, just phenomenal. Tommy said 10 out of 10 movie. Would watch it a million more times. So it's Hell or High Water for me.
And you know what? Nobody likes banks. Banks are awful.
Yeah.
Down with Wells Fargo.
Down with the banks.
Down with the banks.
Okay, so we've got Hell or High Water moving on.
I'm perfect so far in mine.
Okay, looking good then. We're going to jump down to the bottom here. We've got number 7 seeded, which I'm sure Nick hates. Django Unchained going up against the number 10 seeded Bone Tomahawk, which Nick didn't watch. Okay, do I have enough people to talk about Bone Tomahawk is the real question.
No, not me.
Nope.
So you and I were the only
Son
two
of
that
a gun.
watched.
I mean, I know the premise of the movie. I looked into it without seeing the scary parts.
I mean, I don't even care if I did watch it.
I don't care if I watched it either.
Yeah, you're going up against
I was going to
Django.
say my choice is
My choice is also Django. It'll be a clean sweep for Django, but just for the people listening, we've got Bone Tomahawk 2015, directed by S. Craig Zoller, who also made a film called Brawl in Cell Block 99, where Vince Vaughn plays a non-comedic character, and it's the craziest film I ever saw. In the Old West, a sheriff played by Kurt Russell, his deputy, Richard Jenkins, and gunslinger Matthew Fox from Lost, so happy, love Matthew Fox, and a cowboy, Patrick Wilson, embark on a mission to rescue the 3 people from a savage group of cave dwellers. 7.1 out of 10 from IMDb, 91% from critics, 74% from the audience. Going up against, Django Unchained from 2012, directed by Quentin Tarantino. 2 years before the Civil War, Django, played by Jamie Foxx, a slave, finds himself accompanying an unorthodox German bounty hunter named Dr. King Schultz, played magnificently by Christoph Waltz.
Dr. King Schultz.
On a mission to capture the vicious Brittle brothers. Their mission successful. Schultz frees Django, and together they hunt the South's most wanted criminals. Their travels take them to the infamous plantation of shady Calvin Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, where Django's long-lost wife is still a slave. 8.5 out of 10 from IMDb, 87% from the critics, 92% from the audience. I will save all of our thoughts on Django Unchained for the next
That
round.
being said, Tommy, can you give me a little bit on the Bluetooth, please? Because our clean sweep pick is... Thank you. That's all I needed. I appreciate that.
So I will save all of our thoughts for
That's
Django
fair.
for the next round. Seth and I, real quick, we can talk about what we did or didn't like about Bone Tomahawk, just to give that a fair shake. Seth, what were your thoughts on Bone Tomahawk?
beginning of the movie started out like any other, normal Western movie. You got two outlaws that just killed a bunch of people and they're looting all their bodies and everything. Got a little weird. Some weird stuff kind of happened. Then they got shot with arrows, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just normal, right? And then, skip past all that. They go to town. News comes in about them missing and everything. And they go out searching for them. And then the things from the caves and the devices they use to communicate with one another, and they're cannibals. And the thing that probably ruined the movie the most for me was that poor kid that got split in half.
Yeah. So
Is that the scene? You
That
told
is
me
the
I shouldn't.
scene,
Yes.
Okay.
At that point, I was like, okay, this movie has now lost all credibility to me. And
Wow.
it went out the window immediately.
It is.
Wow.
So when I looked it up, it had said that it was a horror western. I
It
was
is.
like, I don't like scary movies. I'm not doing that.
It wasn't
and
even
so
that scary,
I asked
though.
Gemini, I was like, how scary is it? And it was like, Bone Tomahawk is known for having the most gruesome death scene in cinema history. And I was like, I'm not going to watch it.
Dude, it was I thank God I did not eat before I watched that movie because I probably would have lost everything.
Oh, yeah, you guys are soft, bro.
So I gave that movie a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I love Bone Tomahawk. I think all four of those main characters, Kurt Russell, Richard Jenkins, Matthew Fox, and Patrick Wilson, are phenomenal. I love Matthew Fox playing a racist gunslinger because I'm just used to him as Jack from Lost, so it was such a change of pace. The story is simple, but I think it's super tight. I wouldn't say scary. There's just some frightening scenes, but I wouldn't consider it like a horror movie. Yeah. Yes, the scene you were talking about with the dude being ripped in half. I don't mind horror movies. I do not like blood and gore. It grosses me out. That is a scene I will 100% turn my head away when I see it. I watched it the first time, and I'm like, that was disgusting.
Dude, you
oh
saw
my God.
everything.
Oh, yeah. Split from his ass crack all the way down.
That's
It is-
crazy.
Guts coming out
Oh,
and everything,
it's-
dude. It was
And it's the only time it gets that bad. Like,
Yeah.
there's scenes where it's gross. Like, Kurt Russell's...
when they're digging around in the throat for the Yeah.
There's some gruff... Yeah, but that scene... horrendous.
Oh, God.
But I love that movie so much. I think it is such a good movie. Kurt Russell's got a line in there that he says to Richard Jenkins that is like one of his best quotes of all time, in my opinion. Richard Jenkins' wife passed away before the start of the film. At this point in time, I don't think any of you are going to watch this, and it's not
Nope.
going to be a surprise. Kurt Russell's character is dying, and he says, "You say goodbye to my wife, I'll say hello to yours."
Yep.
It was badass.
Yep.
It was badass.
Yeah.
Honestly, the movie probably would have been a lot higher on my list if it wasn't for that one scene.
That scene is rough.
I'm gonna watch it for that scene. Honestly, when I get
Dude, I-
Tune
It's
right
a great
in.
movie, though. Like that scene, whether you like it or don't like it, the rest of the movie is great.
viewers at home, if you plan on watching this movie, just know that part's coming up.
When they get to a scene, you'll know.
You'll know.
But either way, it was going up against Django. That was a rough
Yeah.
ride for it, no matter which way you cut it. So we're going to go ahead and jump up to number 5, No Country for Old Men, going up against The Hateful Eight, which I have right here. So, No Country for Old Men, 2007. This is directed by the Coen brothers. While out hunting, Llewellyn Moss, played by Josh Brolin, finds the grisly aftermath of a drug deal. Though he knows better, he cannot resist the cash left behind and takes it with him. The hunter becomes the hunted when a merciless killer named Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem, picks up his trail. Also looking for Moss is Sheriff Bell, played by Tommy Lee Jones, an aging lawman who reflects on a changing world and a dark secret of his own as he tries to find and protect Moss. This is an 8.2 out of 10, 93% from the critics, 86% from the audience. And this, of course, is going up against, like I said, The Hateful Eight, which is right here. 2015, directed by Quentin Tarantino. While racing towards the town of Red Rock in post-Civil War Wyoming, bounty hunter John the Hangman Ruth and his fugitive prisoner, played by Kurt Russell and Jennifer Jason Leigh, encounter another bounty hunter, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and a man who claims to be a sheriff. Hoping to find shelter from a blizzard, the group travels to a stagecoach stopover located on a mountain pass. Greeted there by 4 strangers, the 8 travelers soon learn that they all may not make it to their final destination after all. 7.8 out of 10 from IMDb, 74% from the critics, 77% from the audience. We are starting with Nick.
So I saw Hateful Eight when it came out. I am a freaking absolute slut for Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
So that was the movie I had to watch
Not
in
where I thought you were going with that.
I was going to say,
in theaters. And I went and watched it with my best buddy Ryan Brown. And we're like an hour into the movie. And I turned to him and I was like, maybe this is because this was the reason they called it The Hateful Eight. This was his 8th movie, right? Big time hyped. I turned to him and I said, maybe this is the one Tarantino movie where nobody dies. and then he busts out of the floorboards, and it's all game over from there. I freaking love Hateful Eight. I love it a lot. I hate that these two movies are going up against each other because Javier Bardem was perfect in No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
It drives me nuts that he won Best Supporting Actor because, to me, neither one of the other two gentlemen in that movie were in it enough. I don't think Tommy Lee Jones and Josh Brolin's characters were had enough of a presence to make them the lead actor. So,
just when it gets around to me,
okay. I don't know. This one's really hard. This one's really, 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 really hard, and I should have thought what I was going to pick before we started the freaking podcast.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No, I'm gonna ride with my boy. Give me the Hateful Eight. I absolutely love that movie. No Country for Old Men was fantastic. Do not get me wrong; it was incredible. Hateful Eight was so good, so good.
Okay. Hateful Eight. I give that one a 7 out of 10.
oh wow.
I do not like it as much as others. Actually, I guess not, because IMDb's got a 7.8. Rotten Tomatoes has 74 and 77, respectively. So I wanted to like this movie. I really did. I love Quentin Tarantino. But this film is a bummer. It is such a bummer. And it's got all of his staples, except for the one that I love the most, which is some heroes to root for. Everybody's so unlikable in this movie.
Walton Goggins is the hero. He just doesn't.
Yeah, but he's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, that was my biggest gripe with this film is I'm like, everybody sucks. Everybody sucks in this movie, and it's good, and I get it, and that's why they did it. But it's the one part, like, you watch Django Unchained, you know who the damn heroes are, and you love them. This movie, you're like, he's kind of a dick, but I guess he's the nicest guy here, huh?
It wasn't called the Hateful 7 + 1 nice guy.
I know. It was hard for me. That being said, the Samuel L. Jackson telling the story of making the one dude suck his pecker was just phenomenal.
When he's screaming, he's like, "Stop screaming, bitch!"
Like, the movie's great, and it has some good moments. I probably would bump it up to an 8, but it is not even going to hold a candle next to No Country for Old Men, which is a 10 out of 10 from me. Intense, one of the most intense movies on this list. Well acted, well paced. That movie kind of flies by to me.
It does.
The cinematography is crazy good. So much work with reflections when they're in their shootouts. I think it's awesome the way they do that. And the script is again, it's Coen Brothers. You're getting a good script. You knew that was going to be the case. It's No Country for Old Men without even question. Tommy, what do you got for us?
So I love Quentin Tarantino. Everything he does is tremendous, and it had a really good cast. Hateful Eight was awesome. I just liked it. It was a really good Western. I loved just the gruesome scenes in the cabin were just tremendous. You know what I mean? It was so good. I loved it. And the ending was awesome, man. It was cool because, it's nice. It's refreshing. She mouths off, pops her in the mouth. It's a good movie. No, but all joking aside, it's a great movie. I loved it. It was awesome. But it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't hold a candle to No Country for Old Men. That was just incredible. Shigura in that movie was so awesome. Just that
terrifying.
Relentless. Just imagine that person chasing you with that haircut.
Yep.
Is absolutely terrifying. I remember seeing a scene in Family Guy where he goes to get his haircut and he says, "Make it long in the short places and make it short in the long places." I want it to be something for both an old woman and a child. And it is so spot on. That haircut is insane, and his character is so incredible through the whole movie. And then, Tommy Lee Jones, all the dialogue when he goes out to see the old lawman that he's talking to, just everything about that movie was incredible. I really enjoyed. There's like a whole thing about Woody Harrelson being in that movie.
Oh yeah, about
and that
his
movie's
dad.
about like his dad's partially based in that because his dad was like a hitman, a real life hitman.
He killed like a judge or something.
Yeah, he killed like a judge or something like that. And I don't know if that's who Shigura's supposed to be, his dad or something. It's just, there's like a whole tie-in in that, and it's so awesome. Josh Brolin's incredible too. I love him and everything he's in.
Yeah.
Everything he's in he's awesome. I have to go with No Country for Old Men. It was that good. And I love Hateful Eight. It's a great movie, but No Country for Old Men is just so good.
Yeah,
Everything the Coen Brothers do is amazing.
agreed. Seth, what do you got for us?
So this was another one of those instances where it took me a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to pick between these two movies, like which one I wanted. In the end, Hateful Eight is what got me.
Okay.
No Country for Old Men's not like my special style of movie. Don't get me wrong, phenomenal movie. What really caught me off guard is when they killed off Josh Brolin. Was not expecting that because
It was off screen. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I thought Josh Brolin was the main actor in this movie.
Well, I think he's credited as the main.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Tommy Lee Jones are kind of credited as the main actors, which makes no sense to me.
And so when they killed him off, like they had me so convinced the entire movie that he was going to get away with it. Like he was going to get this money and be gone.
Well, he
And
played
then-
it smart up until the very end.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yep. And then when Tommy Lee Jones drove by the hotel and went in and saw him dead on the floor, I was like, what?
Yeah.
So how's this movie going to end now? But yeah, no, I think Hateful Eight is what's going to take it for me on this one.
That's the second time the Beaton Bros have gone against the grain together. My guy.
So, Matt, have you seen either of these?
Oh yeah, so I've seen No
Okay.
Country for Old Men. I have not seen Hateful Eight yet. That's one of the six movies out of this entire list that I missed. So obviously, with that being said, my pick is going to be No Country for Old Men. I was looking at Tommy, and you were just going on about your.
I thought you hadn't seen either of them.
Oh no!
It's even worse that he saw only one of them, I think.
Yeah, they're both really good.
He only lost because he didn't see it.
I'm not mad about it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean both phenomenal.
Honestly, I'm
movies.
shocked you picked Hateful Eight over No Country. Like you especially, just the Coen brothers love. And
I love the
just-
Coen brothers, but I don't love them as much as Quentin Tarantino.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, all right, moving on. Oh, I was not prepping myself. That is 100% on me. But we have got The Revenant, 2015, directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. I don't know. While exploring the uncharted wilderness in 1823, frontiersman Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, which finally got him an Oscar, sustains life-threatening injuries from a brutal bear attack. When a member, Tom Hardy, of his hunting crew kills his young son and leaves him for dead, Glass must utilize his survival skills to find a way back to civilization. Grief-stricken and fueled by vengeance, the legendary fur trapper treks through the snowy terrain to track down the man who betrayed him. 8 out of 10 from IMDb, 78% from Rotten Tomatoes critics, 84% from the Rotten Tomato audience, and it is going up against
Wind River.
which is on the back end of this. So, 2017, directed by Taylor Sheridan. Corey Lambert is a wildlife officer played by Jeremy Renner who finds the body of an 18-year-old woman on an American Indian reservation in snowy Wyoming. When the autopsy reveals that she was raped, FBI agent Jane Banner, played by Elizabeth Olsen, arrives to investigate. Teaming up with Lambert as a guide, the duo soon find that their lives are in danger while trying to solve the mystery of the teen's death. 7.7 out of 10 from IMDb, 87% from critics, 90% from Rotten Tomato critics. It's me. Okay, so I have both these as 9 out of 10s, which makes this difficult. Wind River, I wrote, good story. I think the mystery portion of the story is a little weak. That's why, when you talk about the mystery section, I don't know, it wasn't like a traditional mystery. Like you kind of following along with them, but there's not a lot of like mystery to it. Like really, once they find the tracks, they kind of just figure it out. The characters, however, is where this one keeps from being a 10 out of 10. I think they're weaker. I think Jeremy Renner's character is great. I think he's clearly hurting and he gets it because he's been in this position on his own. It's Elizabeth Olsen who I think is the weakest part of this
Really?
film.
I thought she was fantastic.
I think she's good. Her character to me, she's brought in there as like, here's the white woman who doesn't get what these people are going through, and I get it. That's also a weak character in my opinion. To me, I don't know. It's a little preachy, and that's where you kind of lose me a little bit. I still think it's a phenomenal film. 9 out of 10. I think when you finally get the flashback of what actually happens, holy crap.
that scene was crazy.
It was insane. The Revenant, on the other hand, long and slow, and at times the slowness can get to you. But I think it's gripping. I think it's intense. The thing that I think is going to make this one the winner for me is how it, like, the places they go is nuts. Like the settings that they go to are insane to me. And you kind of feel just the bear attack was that was awesome.
Yeah.
But like every time he has to do something and he's struggling, like you feel it. There's a reason I think Leo won the Oscar for this. You believe that this man is struggling when he lights the freaking gunpowder on his throat. I'm like, oh my God. But he gets him. At the end of the day, it's a revenge tale, and it's got that ending to where you don't even give a shit. Yeah, I can say shit. You don't even give a shit if Leonardo DiCaprio's character lives or dies because he freaking got the guy who did it, right? And that is all that matters to you. So I am going to give it to The Revenant, but I would be okay with this one going either way, truly. Tommy, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, Wind River's really good. I like Jeremy Renner in a lot of things. He's a really good actor, and I loved him in like The Town. Phenomenal,
I love The Town,
phenomenal,
yeah.
man. Great movie, great acting. But I don't know. The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio absolutely killed that role, and like you said, the bear scene was insane. It was so good. It was gripping, and it was slow at times. but it was just a phenomenal movie all the way around. I really enjoyed The Revenant. I was not expecting to be as good as it was, and Tom Hardy played the best piece of crap. I swear, he was so good in that movie, and I love him as well. Everything he does is awesome. But holy crap! I mean, Wind River is good, but I think The Revenant is like a clear, like a easy choice on this one, just because it was so good.
You know, I was so nervous too when I went to rewatch it because I was like, man, I bet you I'm going to feel the length of this movie because it's a long movie, and I was just concerned that I was just going to be kind of bored because I knew it was going to happen. No, dude, that movie flies by for the I think it's 3-hour runtime, right around.
Hour 56 minute.
Okay, so
2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours.
So yeah, but like to me, you really don't feel it, and that's the craziest part is just because I don't know, you're changing places so often that you're never stuck somewhere. So so Revenant for you, and then Seth.
100%.
So I'm gonna be a little bit opposite on this one. Both movies phenomenal, but it's the slowness of The Revenant that gets me. I can't for some reason I couldn't stay engaged in it for that long. There's definitely bits and pieces that brought me back into it, but I just couldn't stay engaged for the entire length of the movie. Wind River. Love that movie. Huge fan of Jeremy Renner. Like you guys said, the town, Mayor Kingston. He's phenomenal in that TV
absolutely.
series. So I'm going to go with the Wind River on this one.
Okay.
Hey, boys, it's me again. The one that hasn't watched either of these movies.
So he doesn't get a vote then, right?
He has to be
I mean,
tied.
honestly.
If there's a tie, he has to be a tiebreaker.
Oh, well, I'm a Leo fan, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with The Revenant.
Okay, well, The Revenant.
Did you vote? Did you? No.
It was going to win anyway. I'm going to go with
okay.
The Revenant.
And there it goes.
The one thing nobody's touched on yet is the soundtrack in The Revenant is phenomenal. Another one that I saw in the theaters, and that on the big screen was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tom Hardy's a gigantic pile of crap, and he does it very, very well.
Yes, he does.
But if we can learn one thing from both of these movies, it's don't commit a murder in the winter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really easy to find you. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, moving on, we've got our number 13 seed, Open Range, going up against the number 4 seed, Dances with Wolves. Very, very different films here. So Open Range, 2003, directed by Kevin Costner. Boss Spearman, played by Robert Duvall, and his cowhands, Charlie, played by Costner, and Mose, are driving cattle across a large expanse of country. When Mose ventures into a sparse village to buy a few necessities, he is met with violent hostility from Denton Baxter, played by Michael Gambon, an affluent landowner, and his right-hand man, Poole. When Mose doesn't come back, Boss and Charlie realize he's in trouble, so they plot to get him back and get revenge on those who captured him. 7.4 out of 10 from IMDb, 79% from critics, 84% from the audience. Going up against Dances with Wolves. We got Costner versus Costner here. 1990, directed by Kevin Costner.
Costner action.
A Civil War soldier develops a relationship with a band of Lakota Indians. Attracted by the simplicity of their lifestyle, he chooses to leave his former life behind to be with them.
So he's the anti-John Wayne.
Essentially, yes. Having observed him, they give him the name Dances with Wolves. Soon he is a welcomed member of the tribe and falls in love with a white woman. Isn't that convenient? You find the one white guy there who has been raised by the tribe. Tragedy results when Union soldiers arrive with designs on the land. 8 out of 10 from IMDb, 87 from both critics and audience. And we are starting with Tommy Gutierrez.
I like Dances with Wolves. You know, it's a good movie. Everything Kevin Costner for me is really good. He's solid. He's a solid actor. I enjoyed the movie, but I have to go with Open Range. Holy crap, Open Range. Him in that movie was just incredible. Everything about it, was just tremendous. That's a DVD I bought, because I liked it so much and stuff.
Boy, you and I are going to be so opposite.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I loved just the whole scene where he's like going and buying a chocolate bar, and he tells me, you can't live your whole life without trying those things and stuff, and when they're gonna have that fight scene, and he's walking up to him, and he asks him, are you the one who did it? And he just walks up and just blasts him right there. It's just I didn't expect that, and that was such a solid scene, just absolute badass, and I loved it. I went with Open Range, man. I loved Open Range.
Seth, you are up.
Fuck you for making us watch Dances with Wolves.
Wow. That was a great use of the F. Wow. Love that.
Good movie. Way too long. Way too long of a movie.
Did you know there's I was talking to Nick.
There's an intermission part.
Well, have you heard of the director's cut that's over 4 hours long?
Why would I want to watch that?
I damn near should have made you watch that.
Oh, dude, I would have taken up everything.
I don't even know where you find it, honestly. I know like he played it at some
Hell.
film festivals and stuff. Yeah,
When
essentially,
you die, it's one of the 7 layers.
It's
now.
the fifth circle.
Open Range started out a little slow, but it slowly built up to. I mean, the ending of that movie was phenomenal. Like he said, like when he's buying the chocolate bar, it's almost like that time he's like sitting there thinking, I don't know if I'm going to make this out, so might as well treat myself a little bit if I don't make it out of this last fight. And the last fight scene was just good.
Okay.
Just the fact that they were like using reflections, seeing shadows to find out who's walking where, and then the old guy sitting up in the
the
bell
snitch?
tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, letting them know. So I'm gonna go with Open Range on this one.
Okay. Wow.
Solid.
Wow. Okay. Did not see that coming. Matt.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh no!
Bad,
could it
bad
be?
yet predictable.
No, I got a dip in like 10 minutes, so I'm going to keep
Oh.
it nice and short.
What?
I know.
Why?
It's because Joanna put me in for freaking cleaning at 1, and I didn't think I'd be sitting here for over 3 hours. So
We have been in here for a while. Hurry!
Dude, I thought we were done by like freaking by 12 max, bro. Okay, so I'd rather literally suck a fart out of a 90-year-old woman's butt than watch Dances with Wolves again. In fact, it makes me not like Kevin Costner. If it wasn't for Tombstone, I would honestly despise him.
Wait, he wasn't in Tombstone.
He wasn't in
He had nothing to do with Tombstone.
Wait, did I say Tombstone?
Yes.
I mean Yellowstone. Close enough. Potato.
The yellow tombstone.
Something of stone.
Yeah. Anyways, Open Range, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Slow beginning, but got better towards the end. I enjoyed it by the end of the movie.
Open Range moves
Yeah,
on.
I don't
Yeah.
care a ton about either one of these movies, to be totally honest with you. So Open Range it is.
What's your argument for Dance of the Wolves?
You think I picked Dances with Wolves? I hated
You
both of
seem
these.
surprised that we were choosing
Yeah,
Open
so
Range.
I'm with Tommy on this.
Dances with Wolves 7 out of 10, Open Range 6 out of 10. I put Dances with Wolves undeniably good, but so slow and boring and strangely paced. Heartfelt, good representation of natives, but not a movie I will ever watch again. Open Range, I wrote, boring, accurate, realistic, but so boring. Shootout was ass. Costner needs to be humbled. Here's my thing. Kevin Costner's directorial stuff drives me nuts. I love him as an actor. I do not like him behind the freaking camera. I think there's a reason like Waterworld sucked as much as it did too. Like the
don't even
dude,
know what that is.
Postman, it's Kevin Costner directed roles
Well, and
where he's a huge deal and they just lost a ton of money because Kevin Costner can't cook.
The new
Look at
Western
American Horizon.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I just think he's very high on himself in his age. And I don't think he can make an interesting movie to save his freaking life.
I mean, to be fair, if you put Open Range up against anything else, it would have lost.
Yes,
I think for
correct.
sure. But
Not in
because
Tommy's case. Tommy loves Open Range.
This movie. You guys are all idiots.
we all chose Open Range
So
except for him.
I'm going to go Dances with Wolves. I hate them both equally, though.
Yeah, as
Oh,
much
shoot.
as I'd like to see Costner write in his little dumb journal do for friggin' 3 hours. Shoot. Jesus, dude.
So we'll get to our last thoughts here for the last one of this first round. We've got the newer True Grit going up against Assassination. Woo. Okay, so newer True Grit 2010, directed by Ethan and Joel Coen. After an outlaw named Tom Chaney, played by Josh Brolin, they really like working with him, murders her father, feisty 14-year-old girl, Maddie Ross, played by Haley Steinfeld, hires Rooster Cogburn, this time played by Jeff Bridges. Again, the plot is the same as the original, so I'm not going to get too deep in the plot. The actors have changed. LaBeouf is now played by Matt Damon. I already said the other one. 7.6 out of 10 from IMDb, 95% from the critics, 85% from the audience, going up against The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, directed by Andrew Dominic in 2007. Infamous and unpredictable Jesse James, played by the absolute god Brad Pitt, nicknamed the fastest gun in the West, plans his next big heist while he launches preemptive strikes against those looking to collect the reward the law has placed on his head. Jesse's newest recruits, Robert, played by Casey Affleck, and Charlie Ford, played by Sam Rockwell, grow increasingly jealous of the outlaw. When they sense an opportunity to kill Jesse, they gun him down, but their actions backfire when Jesse's fame is elevated to near mythical status. 7.5 out of 10, IMDb, 76 critics, 75% audience. Seth.
I'm going to go with True Grit on this one. The Assassination of Jesse James, I get it. It's like towards the end of his life and everything like that. Too slow of a movie. Like, it's a lot of dialogue, in my opinion. And there's not enough, like, action behind there. So, yeah, I'm going to go with True Grit on this one.
Okay. And Mr. Matt.
Dude, that one's an easy pick for me. The fact that I watched that slow, boring, artsy, fartsy movie just to watch him get popped in the back of the head. I'm like, bro, are you kidding
What a
me?
statement.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going True Grit on that
You
one.
kind of know how it ends. It's kind of in the title. But
I mean, at least go out in high fashion, not just like.
Yeah, go against how it actually went. Give me a
Nah,
different
dude,
way.
I mean, come on, man.
gets away.
It's always the the greats that go out in just the lamest way possible.
When you look at how many actual like Wild West outlaws just got killed by being shot in the back,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
right.
Yep.
Mr. Nick.
I absolutely loved the cast of The Assassination of Jesse James. Unpopular opinion, Casey's my favorite Affleck brother.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
he's awesome.
Love him. Sam Rockwell, my guy. But the new True Grit, I got to stick with my father in Jeff Bridges. But honestly, you know who made this movie for me? And if I may quote Team America World Police, Matt Damon was fantastic. Loved Matt Damon in this one. Very quick moving. Every piece of acting was phenomenal. The scene in the house there with the two dudes when they kind of roll up on him towards the middle, fantastic. Yeah, give me True Grit.
Okay. Assassination of Jesse James. I love Brad Pitt, so I'm a little bit biased on that one. But I did right. It's artsy. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. Artsy, strange pacing, awesome acting, though. And even though it can drag, I did find myself invested in it pretty heavily. True Grit, however, is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's better than the OG, and it's because the Maddie Ross actress change. I do think this one is way more likable. She's also 14 years old playing the character,
She
which I think is way
killed
more
it.
realistic.
Yes.
Because you can tell the other gal was clearly not a 14-year-old.
Right. She was so good.
Yeah, the writing's great, the characters are great, the action's great, the movie's an A+ all around. Like, there's no denying that. It's True Grit for me. Tommy, what do you got?
I got True Grit too. I mean,
Clean sweep.
Assassination of Jesse James is pretty good, but like True Grit, man, it's just it was just phenomenal. Everything about it was really good. I love Jeff Bridges. Everything Jeff
I love
Bridges.
Jeff Bridges,
yeah.
too.
Matt Damon, incredible,
Yeah.
right?
Josh
It's just-
Brolin playing an
Yeah,
idiot.
I watched
Does it
that.
well.
I watched that in
surprise.
theaters actually with my brother and a girl he was seeing at the time who wept the whole time for the horse. So
Dude.
which was wild. She wept for the horse
When
which
he
was
runs that horse in the ground?
infuriating.
Ugh, yeah.
I wanted to go run a wild horse down because I was so angry. She sobbed so loud, like she just sent her husband to war. I was so mad. I was so mad. But it took away from the movie a little bit for me for personal reasons. But I loved it. True Grit's just awesome.
Yeah. Matt, go ahead and write down every one of your selections. I think that's what you're
Yeah,
doing,
go get
right?
your teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
On Martin Luther King's birthday.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
For that.
Doesn't your wife work there?
Yeah.
She
And
literally
still
couldn't
can't-
get you in any other time.
Dude.
That's how she got him in on a 3 hours notice on a Monday.
It was more like, honestly, like an hour and a half. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like an hour
They were
ago
talking
notice.
about it before the show started.
I hope they destroy your gums.
it's going to
I
happen.
have there's so much blood.
I hope you have 17
At least
cavities.
I hope it's worse than bone tomahawk.
3 months worth of planning for this episode, and this man's like, "Nah, my teeth come first. Get out of here."
What?
I know, trash.
Bro, I
least
did
the
not
rest
think
of
we'd
this-
be here till 1. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
He's filling in, and I'll read it for him.
At least the rest of this is going to fly by now.
Yeah. So we'll move on. Well, Matt, you just give us while you got it here. So,
yeah.
Hostiles or Hell or High Water. Matt, what do you got for us there?
Oh, I haven't seen Hell or High Water, but from what you guys are saying, I'm definitely picking that one.
Yeah, Hostels was super, super good. It ain't no Hell or High Water. Give me Hell or High Water on that one.
I also easily picking Hell or High Water. Tommy?
Hell or high water all day, man. Those two are just awesome together.
Hell or high water.
Okay, clean sweep. I thought, Seth, you'd be going for Hostiles. Okay. Jumping down to the bottom, Mr. Nick, Django Unchained versus Tombstone. Potentially
Bro,
one of the hardest ones this
I
draft
hate
here.
that these two are going together because I've got a clear winner, but I don't think the rest of you do, and that upsets me. We can talk in depth about this movie now, right, since we're here?
Yes.
Django Unchained is not only the best Western on this piece of paper, it's one of my top 3 movies of all time.
It's my second movie of all time.
Yeah.
Or third.
Django Unchained is perfect. The scene where the KKK is born on a hillside field is the best scene ever created in any movie. And oh god, it's so good, guys. This movie is so good. The whip pans that they use, especially in all that fight scene, that house gets absolutely destroyed. And oh gosh, the Calvin's main slave.
Oh, geez.
The guys.
What is it? I mean, Samuel L.
Samuel
Jackson
Jackson.
plays it.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson is phenomenal in that movie. He plays such a good freaking Uncle Tom. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just Oh my
Whoa,
gosh,
whoa.
love it, love it. Yeah, Django.
I bet you did. I'm just kidding.
Listen, I'm no John Wayne, but no,
I liked it when that one brought out the hammer.
It's gruesome where it needs to be gruesome, and Django shooting that guy in the field while dressed to the nines with the floofy sleeves and everything else on.
Yeah.
Like I like the way you die, boy. That movie. This movie's good, so good. It's perfect.
dude,
Give
yeah.
me
All right.
Django.
I love you, boys. I love you, listeners. I'm gonna go be tortured for an hour.
Bye, man.
Bye,
3
Matt.
months of work, and this is what I get for it. You know?
Yeah, I'm okay with spousal abuse if it needs to happen.
He also didn't finish 6 of the movies.
There
So
is
That's
no
fair.
need to ask if it is going. Let's just end it there, ladies and gents.
All right, 1 vote for Django. It is up to me on this one now. So, yeah, this is a hard one. I love both of these movies. My grandfather's favorite movie, rest in peace, was Tombstone, without a doubt. But Django, I do have to give it to Django. I think it's a better movie, and it's hard because I do love both. I
God
think,
bless you.
Yeah, I got to give it to Django Unchained. I'm sorry.
No, I agree, man. Django Unchained all day. I mean, kind of concerning. There's a 110 hard R's in that, just in case you're wondering. So
Is that what happened?
it's just
I like it so much.
It's so good. There's so many brutal scenes in that, like with the dogs.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the dog
When they
scene,
rip him apart.
brutal,
Oh.
right? Brutal. And then when they're fighting, you know, when the two are fighting in front of the fireplace with them, Leonardo DiCaprio played such a good villain in that.
He did. He
It
should have
was
had an Oscar
insane.
win for that one,
But
honestly.
I think of everyone in that movie, everyone was great, right? Christoph Waltz.
Yes.
Holy crap, man.
Yep.
He reigned supreme in that whole movie. He just was so good. Everything about it was great. The end scene where he just could not resist himself because he
I
just
love
could
it.
not bear shaking his hand.
Yeah.
He was willing to eat everything. But the thought of touching him was like, no, I'd rather die.
Yep.
That's all right. That's
Love
so
that.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
And it was just so good. It's easy for me, Django, all
when
day.
when Jamie Foxx asked me, he goes, "What kind of a dentist are you?" Love that.
Dude.
I think my favorite scene in that one, just because it was like, okay, we're getting into a cool movie, is when they go into that town and he just straight up shoots the sheriff and he's like, all right, now bring me your marshal.
That was so awesome.
So good. They got 1,000 guns trained on him and he just strolls on out of there confident as could be.
Well, because
Love
he
that
knows
movie.
as long as he's got the bounty in hand, right?
Yeah.
He's well within his legal rights.
Seth, I'm thinking you have a different choice here.
Yep. And I'm going to be standing alone on this one. Django Unchained, phenomenal movie. Like one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But when you think Western movie, Tombstone for me is the first thing that comes to mind. And so that's why I'm going to have to go for Tombstone.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is fair, man.
It sucks
You're
that
right.
this
It's-
matchup happened so
yes.
quickly.
This
so.
is a brutal matchup.
I was hoping that was going to go a little bit longer till the end, but
No, we know that it would have made it all the way to the end if
Oh,
it
yeah.
didn't compete against
Yeah.
Django immediately.
For the record, Matt picked Django.
Okay, I was going to ask that. So yeah, that's 4-1. Okay,
He's super mad that these two things came together. He wrote some not so nice words about you on the bottom of his bracket.
that's fair. Go get your teeth cleaned, pansy. Jumping up, we've got Tommy. You're going to start us off with No Country for Old Men versus Open Range. You are probably going to be a lone ranger on this one, my friend.
No, I can like pull myself back because of how much I loved Open Range. Again, love My Stepdad to death. It's one of our favorite movies. We watched it together countless times. You know what I mean? One of the first gifts I ever bought him. And it was just, it's a good movie, but Hell or High Water.
You're going up against No Country for
Oh,
Old
my
Men.
bad. No Country for Old Men. Sorry. No Country for Old Men. Just, it wins, man. It absolutely wins. And it's just for so many reasons. Everything the Coen brothers do is just incredible.
Yeah.
You know, everything they do. And again, like the end scene, the car crash at the end, and he's buying a T-shirt from that kid.
Yeah.
And it's just so many, like, so many things in that movie were just awesome, dude. I love that. It was probably one of my like top 10 favorite movies of all time.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Every time he brings out a coin, dude, my butthole was clenched.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
dude,
no.
the coin scene in that gas station was insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And
Don't put it in your pocket.
Oh, dude, I
God.
absolutely hated Josh Brolin's mother-in-law.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my
she
God.
screwed them. Oh.
Yeah, I just
Hate
was,
your mother-in-laws, folks.
I was furious about that, but it was just a tremendous movie, and that's what I'm going with.
I mean, at the end of the day, Josh Brolin just shouldn't have come back from Mexico, right?
No,
Stay
he
in
shouldn't
Mexico. I love that he just woke up in a Mexican hospital just across the border. That was awesome.
Seth, what do you got?
I'm going to go with No Country for Old Men on this one too.
Okay. All right. Anything to add? You good?
No, that's
Dude,
pretty much it.
that
I mean,
tub scene with Shigure.
Yep.
When he's pulling the
Oh,
shot out.
that's
Yep.
So
nasty.
good. So good.
Bro, every bit of that the hotel stuff when you're just waiting on that lock to pop.
Yeah,
You're
oh
like,
my God,
oh,
yeah.
You know what's happening, right?
Oh yeah.
The sound of his shotgun when he builds that suppressor for it. Yeah.
That was sick.
It's so haunting. You know, when he's running through the alley and he shoots out the window and just hear it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Nick, what do you got?
Oh yeah, it's No Country for Old Men.
What did Matt have?
Matt also had No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
He said, "I don't know, TBH, don't care. Give me Django."
I'm also going to go No Country. So clean sweep on that one. Seth, we are looking towards the bottom here. We've got True Grit versus The Revenant.
Ooh. I'm going to go with True Grit on this one over The Revenant.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just big fan of it. Just overall good movie. Like, I mean, just good movie. True
Okay.
Grit's fantastic.
Nick.
Matt's also going True Grit, so that's 2 for that. I will go The Revenant. Again, I think the acting in it's fantastic. To Tommy's point earlier, right? Just the cinematography and the landscapes and everything else that they went through and the realism of the movie gives me that one. Plus, like Tommy's brother's ex-girlfriend, that horse dying really did a number on me. So, give me The Revenant.
So
Skin that bear and live in him as long as you want,
Yeah.
but don't kill the horse.
for me, I do believe The Revenant is the most beautiful film on all of these. Just in terms of like just the shots they got were insane, and just some of the stuff that he goes through was real. But I am going to go with True Grit. To me, I love the story way more. And it's another revenge tale. It's revenge tale versus revenge tale. I think True Grit. I enjoyed it more. All right,
Solid.
Tommy, what do you got?
Both are phenomenal movies. Like I said, the cast in True Grit was great. The acting was great. It's just, for so many reasons, like the cinematography and just the absolute rawness and grit of The Revenant, I'm going to go with Revenant because it was just so good. Just hell-bent trying to get him, just nothing stops him, nothing stands in his way. So I've got to go Revenant.
Okay, so that is a 3-2 True Grit moving on, right? Because Matt picked True Grit.
Yes.
Okay, so 3-2 True Grit moves on. What a close one. Okay, semifinals for this era. We've got Hell or High Water going up against No Country for Old Men. We're starting with Nick. That's a tough matchup.
It's a
right
really
there.
tough
My
match,
goodness.
man.
I'll just say that Matt went. He didn't pick one.
He said, who cares?
So we got to hope we don't have a tiebreaker. We're going to have to phone a friend.
Man, this one's hard. I'll take No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
Again, it's perfect, and if I wish somebody else was my father, like I wish Jeff Bridges was, it would be both of the Coen brothers. Give me No Country for Old Men.
Make that 2 for No Country for Old Men. I think they're both phenomenal films. One is definitely much more happy than the other. I am going to go with No Country. I think that one sticks with you longer. I think it's got more, just impactful things that are happening, and it hits you in a different way. They're both just top tier films, though, but I am going to have to go with No Country for Old Men.
That's pretty good. I love No Country for Old Men for so many reasons. It's a really good movie. All the scenes in it are awesome. Just, the suspense is crazy. But I loved Hell or High Water. I loved Hell or High Water. It was such a good movie.
Uh-oh. So, from the look of Seth, we're going to have ourselves... you're connected to Bluetooth if you want to call...
We're gonna have to.
Jared's seen both of these. Let's get him in on this, if you want to call him. So you are going with Hell or High Water?
I am. It's hard, though, but
No, that's fine.
my gut tells me Hell or High Water, man.
Seth, is it the similar thinking then?
I'm going to go with Hell or High Water simply out of the fact that
We're just gonna assume Matt's not in the chair yet.
speaking
You don't want to call Jared?
He sounded very unavailable, but I would give it a shot.
Okay.
Speaking in terms of Western, to me, Hell or High Water feels more of a Western than No Country for Old Men does.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was the one thing that was kind of hard was
These are both
Hell or High
Neos.
Water
yes.
is much more Western feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're both neo-Westerns, which,
Yeah.
and they're both going up against some true Westerns in terms of just their time periods. But, we
Yeah.
got some modern versus some old
Yeah.
coming up, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
That's where it's going to get hard.
Yeah.
All right. Nick, tell me when you're dialing. I'll turn this thing
I'm
up.
dialing.
Oh, let's see.
We're calling Matt.
Even though he hasn't seen either of these?
Oh, he hasn't?
No.
All right, very good.
Yeah, he's in the chair.
I hope a tooth falls
Has
out.
our
like a
father
business
seen
one up
both
front.
of these?
He I believe so because he's talking.
Here, hold on. I know exactly who we can call.
And who's that? Who are we calling?
We're going to call Tyler Peoples,
Okay.
a man of culture and many movie watching.
Let's see if we can get an answer.
Oh god.
Hey, viewers, this is the time.
Oh,
Hey, yo, Tyler, you're on the Best Westerns episode of Mic'd Up and Mildly
Not
Qualified.
the hotel, but the movie.
And we need you to break a tie for us, please.
okay.
So in our semifinal of the new movies, we have Hell or High Water going up against No Country for Old Men, and we're at a perfect 2-2 split because for some reason Matt had to go get his teeth cleaned at the dentist on like an hour's notice.
Fucking Matt.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to go No Country for Old Men because I haven't seen Hell or High Water.
Oh, can we take that?
we'll do one more phone affair just in case. Yeah.
All right, your vote is taken, but not as a whole vote. But thank you for your input.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, any other ideas of who we should call?
You can call my brother's seen both of these movies,
All
Ricky?
right.
and he likes them a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, we'll swap the Bluetooth. Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You want me to give you?
Well,
his
shoot,
phone
I thought
number
he
so
had
you can
seen
dial it?
both. My bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
You think Ricky's going to answer a rando number?
He'll answer.
Okay.
You have to say hello, though, and really throw him off.
Okay.
All right, we're
Like, hey, I
dialing.
stole this guy's
All right.
phone.
Let's go.
Tune in to Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified.
Hello.
Hey, Rick. We're doing a podcast, Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified. We're going through a Western bracket right now. So you're recorded. I just want to ask you a question. We have a tiebreaker right now, and it's a really tough one. So I want you to think on it and think of all the reasons and everything. Really get into this one. Which movie, in your opinion, is better? You're breaking a tie here. So Hell or High Water or No Country for Old Men, and why?
To me, Hell or High Water because of the brotherhood in it.
Yeah, that's a
okay.
good choice, man. We got two brothers in here too, and that's really why I love that movie a lot too. Is the brotherhood in it is incredible, the acting, everything. You know, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
what we want
their reason for getting the money and everything's more pure than just self gain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, true.
Which is the opposite of No Country for Old Men, actually. So
Yeah.
that works out well.
That's true. That's what we were just talking about. So we were
And
talking
that
about someone.
Camaro,
Oh yeah,
and that Camaro, the getaway is pretty sweet too.
it's a solid movie. I love that you're a lawman going against someone. Who's, these people who are going against lawmen. It's pretty tremendous, but it's a really good movie.
Yep,
All right.
it is a really good movie.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, that's
There
all
you
we
go.
wanted, man. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Of course.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Later on, guys.
All right, later.
See you, buddy.
All right,
Let's
the tie is
go.
broken.
All right. Hell or High Water takes it. Okay, so at the bottom here, I don't know who's starting this.
I don't know. All I know is we
Nick
got
started the last one. It's-
we got Leo on Leo crime coming up.
Yeah. Okay. True Grit going up against Django. Wait, not Leo on Leo, because it's True Grit versus Django, brother.
Yeah.
I wrote The Revenant. My bad.
You're good. You're good.
I don't remember that. Moving on.
Okay, True Grit versus
Makes my decision
Django.
even easier.
I love both of these movies. I do, but it's Django Unchained, guys. I'm sorry. There's no shot I can move forward True Grit over Django. I do love both of them. They're both incredibly rewatchable films. But I love Django. So yeah, Django for me.
Yeah, just not enough racism in True Grit. So I'm gonna go with Django. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Django is just like you said. The acting in True Grit is good, but the acting in Django, and the Ku Klux Klan,
Dude.
where the guy's so livid that
Yeah.
they're talking crap on the hoods his wife made. I get that, man. That's beautiful. You don't, that's true love. That's marriage right there. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Your wife puts in the effort and someone's disrespecting her. Absolutely not. I won't stand for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just
Don't ask me or mine for nothing.
My wife sat here all day making these hoods for you sons of bitches, and all I hear is criticize, criticize, criticize.
Tremendous movie, man. It is so good. I just love like the acting, all the comedic parts, and the just the action scenes are crazy good,
Yeah.
And it's like a perfect combination because some parts you probably shouldn't find funny, but they're hilarious. Exactly. But they're hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And then it's so the spectrum of acting and everything in it. It just Django all day long, man. Django.
Seth, you look like you're not going to say Django.
I'm gonna be the one to down this hill alone, and I'm sticking with True Grit.
Okay. True Grit.
To the point of scenes that shouldn't be funny but are. when Calvin gets shot, and he's like, "No, Calvin!" Like he's so heartbroken. That's so damn funny.
When he pulls up on the horse, how irate he is that he's on that horse.
What's that doing on that day?
What's that doing on that nap there?
He gonna sleep in the big house? He's so pissed off.
I love that scene.
So
Yeah, Django.
Okay, so a 3-1. What did Matt have for anybody who cares?
Django.
Okay, so a 4-1. All right, and that brings us to our final one for the post 1990s draft or bracket. We've got Django Unchained going up against Hell or High Water. Tommy, you are starting us off here.
I have to follow the theme. I mean, it's ran all the way down for me. Hell or High Water for all the same reasons. The brotherhood, the camaraderie and that stuff. It's incredible. The acting is a phenomenal movie, and it's more of a Western feel. It's more of a Western feel, and I just really liked it. The shootout scenes in that are really well done. The sound quality of the shootouts, because you get a lot of movies where, especially in some of the old Westerns, the shootouts and the sounds are crappy. Obviously, it's just the time. But Hell or High Water was so well done. I go shooting a lot, so to hear that and how it sounded, everything was just tremendous. Like the shootouts and everything, just the sound quality, the filming, it was just awesome.
All right, Seth.
Thank God I'm not the only one holding on to this one. I'm going Hell or High Water too on this one.
Yes,
it's not going to be a tiebreaker though.
It's me.
Oh no, we do have a vote for Matt on this one.
Matt voted on this one.
Okay.
I'll let Matt break the tie though, so I won't reveal it. It's Django Unchained again, guys. I can't not pick one of my favorite movies of all time. Not on this bracket.
I get it.
It'll be Django Unchained for me as well.
Okay.
I love everything about Django Unchained. I think the dialogue is so smart and the comedy is just perfect and what it needs to be. So what did Matt have?
Yeah, Matt's breaking the tie with Django Unchained as our new movie winner.
So now the best part.
The old versus the new.
Old versus the new. We have the 1985 hit Silverado going up against the 2012 hit Django Unchained. Let's, Seth, you're starting us off here. Django Unchained versus Silverado.
Not how I wanted this to end.
Seth would have had True Grit versus True Grit.
No, actually, I had True Grit versus Tombstone.
Oh, okay. That is fair. That's a very good final two for a Western.
Yeah, my bracket was shot in the old movies a long time ago. I lasted a little bit longer in the newer ones. But as for the two, I'm going to have to go with Django.
Okay. I thought
Not
for sure
what I
you'd say
expected.
Silverado.
No, Silverado.
Comparing to the two, I mean, it just...
He's the classics guy. We wouldn't be where we are without him.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing on Silverado. I didn't even think it didn't even make it past the first round.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Wow.
He didn't like that.
Not a big Silverado guy.
No, not really. So, but yeah, Django for me.
We already know my answer.
Jesus.
Sorry, I didn't.
Scared the
I thought I
dog
had to
piss
turn
out of
down
me.
enough.
It's Django for me. I do love both of these movies very much.
Yeah.
They're both easy 10 out of 10s, but I could watch Django 1,000 times.
Yep.
It's so rewatchable.
Might watch it when I get home, to be honest with you.
It's a good movie.
Was it a clean sweep, Tommy?
It's hard because Silverado is like a good Western movie.
It is.
It's a good Western. It kind of encompasses everything you expect of a Western for the most part. But Django is it's newer. The acting is a lot better, I think.
Yeah.
And I love Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx.
Every place they go to in Django is so much fun too. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah,
you
it
do
really
get
is.
very old school Wild West town in Silverado, and it's a lot of just Wild West stuff. In Django, you get the Wild West town, and you get the plantation, and you get the snowy, refuge. You get a lot of
You
different
get the
places.
bayou. Like they're in the freaking swamp. Yeah.
It's very, very enjoyable.
I love when he betrays Quentin Tarantino when he's a minor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that so much. That scene was so good.
No, it's a solid movie. So then
Django.
okay,
Yeah.
so then we got a clean sweep there because I'm assuming Matt said Django.
Oh, yeah.
You took it all the way to the end.
Okay, so according to Mic'd Up and Mildly Qualified, we have the best Western movie as Django Unchained.
Yes, sir.
And that is looking all the way from the 1940s, whatever, to now. That being said,
Never thought we would be here.
Hey, guys, I'll be honest with you. I really thought I was going to have to fight hard for that when I saw it up against Tombstone. Like I was
That's what I
braced.
was just
I was like,
thinking.
I'm gonna have to die on this hill. But no, thank you guys for going along with it.
that
think
being
me, I
said, did we have any honorable mentions that we wanted to talk about?
Tombstone.
Well, honorable mentions in terms of ones that weren't even on the draft.
Oh, on the draft.
Oh, you said a whole bunch from the other day.
I've got a list here
yeah,
that I can
go
throw
for
out
it
there.
because we've been recording for 3.5 hours and my brain's mush.
We've got 2 hours and 36 minutes on the clock, though, so that's good. The Wild Bunch, 1969. High Noon, 1952. Stagecoach, John Wayne's big debut in 1939.
Great.
Trying to keep them in somewhat of an order here. I've got Blazing Saddles, which did not make the list, which I'm sure is going to piss some folks off. Sorry, it was hard. The Last of the Mohicans, 1992, Daniel Day-Lewis. Young Guns, 1988, another big one that I'm sure people are pissed that I left off. Another neo-Western, kind of hard to throw it which way or the other, but There Will Be Blood, Daniel Day-Lewis, the oil baron
That's
one.
what I was thinking of, too. I thought about that. I was going to ask you guys if you consider that a Western or not.
It's hard, because it's definitely got a lot of those tropes, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably would consider it a Western. Yeah, a neo-Western.
There was like an issue with them filming that and the fire scene at the oil rig and No Country for Old Men because they were filming those movies at the same time, I think.
Talk about
really?
a year for
Wow.
some movies, huh? 2007, man. That's the time. What else did I got on here? I got Cowboys and Aliens, 2011. I love
good.
that movie.
It was a good movie.
I love that
Solid,
movie.
yeah.
I know it's like panned and all that critically. I don't give a crap. I freaking love that
That's
film.
a good movie.
Harrison Ford, man,
Good
come
movie,
on,
yes.
love
Yeah.
him. Sicario, 2015, another
yeah.
Western.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my like top five
Sicario's
favorite
so
movies.
good.
It's so,
So good.
Did you like the second one?
I did not.
Not as good as the first
It
one.
was not nearly as
No,
good, right?
no.
Just the first one was just amazing.
Yes.
When they announced Day of the Soldado, the second one, I'm like, that's not a movie that did not need a sequel at all.
It really didn't.
Killers of the Flower Moon, that's a 2023
I loved
film.
that movie a lot.
Haven't seen it.
I have not seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about
It's.
it.
I liked it. It was good. Was it slow to you? Kinda?
It's a political drama.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
Isn't
good.
it also
was
really
good.
long too?
Yeah, it's like 3+ hours,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a good movie if you're willing to sit down and just kind of wade through the slow parts. It's just really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But you got to be comfortable with a lot of talking being what moves it forward because it's a political drama for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Nick, you might be the only one who's seen this one. Power of the Dog from 2021.
Yes. Yeah.
That one's Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch that was Netflix's big hey, we're going to start making Oscar films now movie.
I
So
don't think anybody picked that.
no,
up.
I
did.
heard. I was just
I liked it.
you can't throw him a bone. You can't. Don't give it to him.
Power of the Dog. Don't throw me a bone. I got 2 more on here, I think. Just double check. I did not put these in any order. Yeah. 3 more on here. I've got Lone Ranger from 2013 with Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp. I know.
Yes.
It's a modern day example of just changing the race of somebody for a
Yeah, Johnny
film.
Depp plays an Indian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. I haven't seen it. It's a very long movie. I've started it many times. I always fall asleep, but I want to watch it. Here's one that I was very, very, very tempted to put on this list, and it is Logan from 2017, the Wolverine movie, in terms of a neo-western.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, James Mangold, who did Logan, also did 3:10 to Yuma, so he's got a history there. But it is considered a neo-western on IMDb, and so I was very, very tempted because I do love, love, love that movie. And then my last one on here, I have Eddington, the new 2025 movie with Pedro Pascal.
Why not Ringo?
Rango, the
With Johnny
lizard
Depp?
one.
Yeah.
That's good. You know what? Another one that's considered a western, neo-western, is Prey.
Oh, the Predator movie.
Yeah, that's
you know what? That
considered a
actually
Western.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That is like the best Predator movie
It's
since
so
the
good,
original
yeah.
Predator, in my opinion.
Did you watch the new one?
No, I didn't watch the new one yet. Is it good?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
That's
but
the
Prey
Badlands,
was,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prey was awesome.
Prey's
I liked
so
it a
good.
lot.
Oh, man,
How
so
about
good.
The Harder They Fall?
Oh yeah, okay. So that
I've
one
never
did
seen
pop
that
up.
one.
That's the Netflix one. You got Idris Elba, Lakeith Stanfield, and some others. I think that one's also like partially based on true events as well. Really good looking movie though, in terms of just like how it was filmed. But I haven't watched that one. But that one did pop up on a lot of lists.
It's
too.
pretty good. How about the one where? Oh no, that's in tune. You go ahead.
Wasn't there another Idris Elba film on Netflix that just absolutely flopped? Or am I thinking of something else that Netflix did recently?
The only other Netflix one I can think of was like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't seen
I
that one.
That could have been a
forgot about
western
that.
too.
What's
That was
the
amazing.
101 Ways to Die in the West?
Oh, the comedy, the Seth MacFarlane comedy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
I'd
about
say
that one.
2
either.
Francis McDormand movies you could borderline call a western. Fargo being an older one, and then 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. you
Honestly,
could
even
consider.
Nomadland, to
Yeah,
be honest.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Nomadland's
there-
really good.
I
Filmed in Fallon or Fernley? Part of it was.
Part of she's working at that Amazon warehouse in Fallon.
Okay,
Yeah.
But anything else?
I didn't even realize there was so many more movies that we
Oh,
could have had a part of.
I
this.
To
cannot
narrow this
believe-
down was difficult.
Yeah.
I cannot believe Ballad of Buster Scruggs wasn't on there, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
that's
It
a good
just
one.
hit me.
I haven't seen it. I've seen
What?
bits and pieces
I've
of
seen
it.
yeah,
Oh, man.
clips of it.
You
It
gotta
looks
watch,
it looks phenomenal.
You guys got to watch the whole thing.
Is
It's
that-
incredible. You'll love it.
Is that the one where it's like different?
Yes.
Okay, like it's
But
not all
Buster
one
Scruggs
movie.
is like playing the guitar through the whole story.
because he plays
Yeah.
like a Gene Autry type, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good. You'll enjoy it.
I will say this: the bracket I ended up putting together very heavy on John Wayne, very heavy on Clint Eastwood
Yes.
as well.
but I mean, when you think old movies, that's what you think.
Yeah.
When it comes
Yeah.
to westerns,
Yeah.
is John Wayne and Clint Eastwood. So.
Yeah, no, looking at this list now, knowing what I know now and having seen them all, definitely would have taken Appaloosa off. I'm disgusted with myself for keeping that one on. Probably wouldn't have done all three of the Fistful of Dollars trilogy. Honestly, probably would have just stuck with Good, the Bad, and then the second one because Fistful sucked.
Fistful's so bad.
Definitely wouldn't have kept both El Dorado and Rio Bravo. Would have picked one of them just because I did not realize how similar those movies were.
Yeah.
Other than that, probably would have kept everything else on
I
here.
think Wind River could have been not because of quality of movie, but just because of like closest to Western. I think that one could have been bumped for some other stuff.
I agree with that too. Honestly, maybe, yeah, no, that, oh God, Dance of the Wolves I would have taken off just because I hate it, but it's so, like, everybody knows Dance of the Wolves. Like, you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
not have that on
Right.
the list. you
Again,
know?
when you think western, you think that
Okay.
too. So
I got a good one for you guys. How about Maverick?
Maverick.
why does that sound familiar?
Is that a John Wayne one?
No, Maverick is Mel Gibson.
Why does that sound so
You
familiar?
guys don't remember Maverick? Dude, it is a western. It's like a comedy western, but it is incredible. Yeah, oh man, you guys have to do me a solid. It's Maverick. It's a great movie. Really solid.
That
Yeah,
looks so familiar.
it's really good.
that looks so familiar.
So I'm sure we've seen this with our father.
I would,
Oh, I'm sure he'll love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be
I'll add it
surprised
to
if we
my
did.
list.
But going to the notes of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, literally word for word what you said, where the music was phenomenal, but the Mexican standoff was way too long. Literally in my notes, I had the same exact thing. And like them going tombstone to tombstone in the graveyard, trying to find like the buried
God, there was
treasure.
just so much time wasted
Dude,
in that movie.
That movie could have been an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, no. And the other one I had on here, sorry, Westworld.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The TV show was good for the first season.
Yeah.
The
Season and a
movie
half.
with Will Smith.
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild
With
West.
Kevin
Good
Kline
movie.
from
Yeah.
Silverado.
Yeah.
Never seen it fully.
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It definitely gets a lot of hate from critics.
Yeah,
you
but
know-
what do they know?
And it's funny too because the gentleman who directed Wild Wild West, I'm spacing his name, he was originally slated to direct the Superman movie that Nicolas Cage was going to be a part of, but he had way too many requests, and one of his requests being that he wanted Superman to fight a giant spider. And so then when he got turned down for Superman, the whole project canceled. He went and did Wild Wild West, so he was able to use his spider. So
There you go. You got his spider.
he was really, I mean, that was like a diehard thing he was going to die on a hill for. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's okay. Everybody wants their giant spiders.
That's it.
No, but from all of us here at Desert Highway Radio, we hope that you enjoyed this Western draft. Lot of work went into this one, guys. So if you listen to all 2 hours and 45 minutes of this, we appreciate you. And we'll see you guys another time.